What is that?
It's a model town. Hey, there's a panel at the front, and it slides out.
I guess that's the ocean. You can put the little model boats on it.
Huh.
Got it.
Nice work.
The little lighthouse. It opened up. And there's something in there.
You really want to turn back after you got the map sussed out and everything?
There's no wind. It's an ill omen.
Oh my god, Magnus, you're so dramatic. All I need you to do is steer, all right? I'll handle the scary stuff.
Felicia.
You can't change my mind. Sorry. I spent too long planning this. Anyway, we'll be there in a few hours.
Beware. Exactly.
Right. I didn't really explain it yet, huh?
I've asked several times. You always wriggle out of it.
Well, I've got nowhere to wriggle now, do I?
Wow, there they are. That's my mom, standing in the harbor, and that's my dad, standing under the lighthouse.
Cute.
Hey, the lighthouse opens up, and there's a film reel in there. That is not accurate. We did not have a giant film reel in our attic. I don't like it.
You don't want to know what's inside?
I do, and I don't. What if it's bad?
Bad like how?
Like, what if it's something we didn't want to see?
I think I'd still rather know.
Cynthia, this radio looks kinda like you.
Aw, you really think so?
Why did she take that as a compliment?
Does it belong to you?
Of course, I brought it with me. That's how I first contacted the submarine from the outside.
You used the radio to contact Mortuga, and you asked him to let you into the submarine?
Yep.
Wait, so there's a receiver in the control room?
No. Well, kinda.
So, you know what? Never mind.
What do you know about this bell?
That's no bell. It's got a fluted drive tip.
A what?
For a fluted socket with 6 flutes.
Oh, yeah. I agree completely.
I know this ship. I used to look out my bedroom window and see it sitting in the harbor.
Does it have a name?
Something Selena? Precious Selena? Ocean Rescue Divers Association. Ugh, they'd never let me in. I can barely even swim.
But you live right by the sea.
Pardon me for not swimming in the deep, freezing ocean.
Give us your professional opinion. Laser gun? Shrek ray?
Intergalactic hair dryer.
It's an antenna. A really weird antenna, but yeah. Also, it's damaged. It's starting to rust and there's sediment in the joints. Seawater can really do a number on electronics. You gotta be careful. That's one creepy book. Wait, are those initials? M?
You're looking at it upside down.
Am I? Hey, there's a document in there.
It's a piece of paper. I don't know if I'd call it a document.
It's been typed.
Apart from the title, which is drawn by hand.
Oh, yeah. It almost looks like a logo for something.
Oh, it's Sim's projector.
Is it actually hers?
No. I think she borrowed it from somebody.
So, this is the doll that apparently looks just like Sim.
Yeah, I mean, it does and it doesn't. Oh, the head comes off.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like that. It's kind of morbid.
Cynthia, this map's got your surname on it, and the S from your signature.
Oh yeah, Seafoam Harbor.
I mean, nobody ever really called it that, but my mom was the harbor master, so yeah.
This is the ship's compass. From here in the control room.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Mr. Grip's already working on fixing it. Good! That's good.
Why so many needles?
The original needle was broken. Mr. Grip said he had a few he could try out as replacements.
This one's the original?
Yeah.
Looks fine to me. Just put it back in.
Nope, wouldn't work. It's malfunctioning. It needs to be replaced. This weird little drawing. It looks kind of like that thing Mortuga kept up on the foredeck.
Cynthia, is this the phone you used to call us?
No, I used one in the town when I went to drop off the case file. I never actually had my own cell phone. Do they all have flashlights like this?
Oh wait, that's a flashlight?
Could be useful. It gets pretty dark down here. What's with that wheel? It looks kind of like a shield. Does he have that in the movie?
He has a wheel in the book, but it mostly stays attached to his ship, apart from one time it breaks off in a big storm.
Huh. Oh, I know about this one. The silver snake.
What do you know about it?
Well, I know it's a big sea serpent that my mom and her best friend fished out of the ocean.
Your mother found it?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to it? Did she keep it?
For a while. Eventually, some men came and took it away.
Where is it now?
I don't know. Hey, it's that bottle I saw Dr. Zephyr carrying around the submarine. Smells kind of like flowers or something. Weird.
What about the thing in the bottle?
I don't really want to know what that is. Oh, Sim's fog ball. What's this weird little antenna thing?
Is that not just part of the design?
No, I don't think so. What does it do?
We're not sure.
My money's on nothing.
You found it, huh?
We did indeed. Indeed. We did indeed.
Yep, we got it. Good joke. Let's move on.
Why did you hide it?
I'm allowed to keep stuff under my mattress.
Is it yours? It doesn't have your name on it.
No, it doesn't. That's exactly why I brought it with me, actually.
Go on.
No, I'm done talking.
Indeed.
Oh, shut up.
You know, this article's kind of unfair to Dirk. It barely mentions him.
Probably because it was written before the movie came out, so he wasn't famous yet.
Oh yeah, true.
The movie was a hit, right? So Dirk's famous now?
I guess he must be. He told me he's getting all kinds of offers from other studios.
Lucky him. He must be thrilled.
It's a work in progress, okay?
What are you trying to do, exactly?
I'm trying to get a handle on the exact form of the submarine.
Is that difficult?
Given its messy history, yes it is. I remember this. My mom had a copy framed and put it up on our hallway.
That's her in the photo.
Yeah.
Who's the other woman?
That's her best friend. They were always going on little adventures together. And one time, they came back with a sea serpent,
The silver snake.
also known as the silkworm serpent.
Why'd they take it out of the ocean anyway?
It was injured. They wanted to look after it until it recovered.
Does it not have eyes?
Nope, no eyes. And its skin was rock hard, but shiny, like a gemstone.
Where'd you keep it? In the shipyard?
Yeah, Mom wanted to take it back into the sea, but she didn't want to leave it. She wanted to go with it. She wanted all of us to go.
To go and live in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. You know, if this is poison, then surely it's a red herring.
How so?
Tortuga didn't die from poisoning.
Right. So you think someone put it there as a false lead?
I don't know. It's not a very good false lead.
Do you know what the stargazing girl is all about?
No, Sim didn't tell me the details. She didn't want to, for some reason. She seemed to regret the whole thing. Baroness Fortuna.
Who is she?
She's the theater owner who adopted Sim.
Did Sim like living with her? In the theater?
Sim's reluctant to speak ill of her elders, but I get the sense that Fortuna wasn't very nice to her. Sun tablets?
Yeah, for when you need sunlight, but you can't get any.
Like if you, I don't know, random example, lived in a submarine.
So this is what Mr. Worman did after he left town.
Why would he need to leave town to write a book? I feel like you could do that from anywhere.
It was probably more about making connections.
You mean like in publishing?
In anything. Silkworm's a real dead end if you got any kind of aspirations. Dirk's okay, I guess. I've not got a lot in common with him. He grew up in a big sunny city. I grew up in a little gray fishing town where it literally never stops raining.
I guess he's pretty wealthy now, too. From his movie.
I don't know. I heard he didn't get paid that much at all.
Really?
Something about his contract, his agent.
I'll get my violin out. I'm sure he's doing just fine.
Let's change the subject. I prefer to not speak ill of my crew behind their backs.
I think Cynthia just remembered she's supposed to be the captain.
Madame Tadpole's so cool. She's super strong and she can swim super fast.
I bet.
She knows all about the different kinds of fish,
Wow.
and she can hold her breath underwater for like ages.
Of course.
Also, she's traveled the world, she's had all these different jobs, met all these different people. I haven't done any of that stuff.
Well, she's a bit older than you.
Yeah, I guess. I'm probably gonna have to draw up some rules on keeping pets. It's not that I want to ban them, but, you know, maybe a rule about not keeping them secret.
And, what's this got to do with Zephyr?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's keeping an animal in there, in his dream chamber.
But you've not actually seen it.
No, I heard him talking to it, though. A few times.
What kind of pet do you think it is?
It could be anything. Dr. Zephyr's into some pretty weird stuff. And he's got, like, black market connections. Sim was telling me about it.
Black market?
Oh, wait. She told me not to tell anyone else. Forget I said that.
Sure thing.
I can see you writing it down. Mr. Warman? I usually just try to stay out of his way. He's kinda grouchy.
Did you know him before the submarine?
No. He did grow up in Silkworm, but he lived uptown in a big fancy house. And I, didn't.
Born with a silver spoon in his mouth, huh?
Come to think of it, I don't actually think Warman was born in Silkworm. And, I think he might have mentioned something about disclaiming his inheritance.
I guess he wanted to make his own money.
Which, by all accounts, is exactly what he did after he left town and wrote that book.
So why would he need to come back?
He just really wanted to meet him, I guess.
Meet who?
Who else? Captain Mortuga. I found out Mr. Grip wanted to be the submarine's navigator at one stage, but Mortuga never allowed it. After I became captain, I half expected Grip to come and ask about taking on the role.
But he didn't?
Nope.
Would you have said yes?
Of course. I have no idea why Mortuga didn't allow it, but Mr. Grip's clearly an expert. I would have welcomed his help.
I wonder why he didn't ask.
I'd guess he assumed Cynthia didn't want any help. Sorry, Cynthia, but you do give off a kind of I can do everything by myself vibe. Just a little.
Feedback duly noted. Mariana Moon? I've barely known her longer than you have.
Do you know why she's on the submarine?
I have to assume she was invited.
So, what? Nobody's allowed on board without being invited?
Naturally.
Who invited you?
Okay, maybe I'm an exception, but Captain Mortuga granted me access and he let me stay. So it amounts to the same thing.
You know, now that you're captain, you could tell Mariana to leave if you don't like her.
I never said I didn't like her. I think she's very interesting.
Wow.
Magnus built this himself, from the scant materials we happen to have on board.
So he made it while he was living on the submarine?
Yes, but I believe it's a vignette of a particular time in his past, back when he was living in Silkworm.
But you knew Mortuga back then, didn't you? How come there's not a model of you in there?
It's specific to the town and its history. As an outsider, I would have no place in it. I am unfamiliar with this. Where was it located?
It was in the captain's quarters.
Ah, then it is no mystery, for I have never set foot in that room. Fascinating. Some unseen entity is attempting to speak with us through the radio.
I think it's just broken.
Of course it's broken. That's precisely what opens it up to ethereal transmission. Magnus and I installed this in the captain's cabin shortly after we left port for the first time. It is exceptionally heavy.
Did Mortuga tell you why he wanted a big iron bell hanging over his desk?
He merely said it was an object of great importance and that he'd like to keep it close by.
Do you have any idea what it is?
He referred to it as a bell, Detective.
Yeah, just going by the shape. But it doesn't ring, so we're not sure.
You may be more correct than you know. Personally, I believe it is a bell. Not in the musical sense, but rather a diving bell, which is to say it's designed to be lowered to the ocean floor.
With a person inside?
I doubt it. It's not really big enough.
Did Mortuga make this himself?
Of course, much like his model town, it is specific to his life and his memories.
So he made the model ship and the model town at around the same time.
I believe so.
Interesting.
I believe this is a painting of Magnus's old boss and landlord.
Is that who she is?
Felicia, her name was.
And you met her?
I laid eyes on her briefly when I first visited Silkworm.
What happened to her?
I couldn't say.
Mortuga never told you?
No.
Maybe he didn't know either.
An epitaph to human desperation, a totem of yearning for a time long past.
If you say so.
A shrink ray, I assume?
It actually does look like a shrink ray. All right, Grimoire, I'll be the guinea pig. Zap me.
Of course, it could be an enlightenment ray. Perhaps you ought to zap me instead.
No one's getting zapped.
It seems I'm not the only curiosity collector on board. This book, if it is indeed a book, has clearly got a story to tell. It's an incantation sealed in a glass bottle. Traditionally, you might bury such a thing under the floorboards of your house to protect from black magic.
What about if you threw it into the ocean? Would that do anything?
Likely it would have no effect. The ocean is simply too large to be held to account in this way. An apparition of death. Intriguing.
But it's a woman.
Wow. Death could be a woman. You don't know.
An effigy of Miss Silkmoth.
It's a doll she used to use in her magic tricks.
I'm still not quite sure why she brought it onto the submarine, though.
It's possible that it's bound to her, and thus leaving it behind was not possible.
Bound?
Through magic. Once bound, an effigy shares its fate with the person in question.
Permanently?
Not necessarily. If a rupture were to form between the two, they may become separated once more. Somebody's been trying to piece together Silkworm's history by the looks of it.
We noticed Mortuga's on there, but his name's not connected to anyone else.
Did he ever talk about his family? Or where he came from?
He never spoke of his heritage, no. The ship's compass. I witnessed Cynthia carrying this from the control room the night Magnus was murdered.
Yeah, I think it broke. She was taking it to get fixed.
Odd, it's never broken before. There must be a connection. If only it hadn't been torn in two, then I could be sure.
Of what?
The branch of red coral at the base of the map. I'm wondering if that's the treasure you'd find if you traveled to the X marked in the center. I have no interest in such a device. It is merely the debris of an exoteric society. It holds no energy.
Sure it does. It says right there. Battery 23%.
Why is it still encased in polypropylene?
Makes it more valuable to a collector. Surely you get it. You're a kind of collector, aren't you?
I collect only one-of-a-kind items, and only those with significant provenance.
Technically, this does have significant provenance, since it's owned by Dirk, and he's the actor who plays the character.
Oh, yeah.
I stayed at the Stone Top Inn myself. Back then, it was under the care of a woman named Felicia, but it seems to have passed on to Magnus sometime later. I find this strange, for he was not a member of a Stone Top family. This seems to be a personal item of Cynthia's. As such, it is not my place to make a comment. This magazine emanates a peculiar energy. Jealousy, frustration, even greed.
Now this is a talisman, surely.
On the surface, it appears so. However, in this instance, I think the concept has been inverted.
A reverse talisman.
Magnus was fairly averse to record-keeping.
He can't have been that against it if he bothered to write in the captain's log.
However, standard protocol would be for the captain to keep a record of every single day, whereas Magnus only filed a handful of these log cards in his entire tenure. It rather seems that Cynthia is using the contract as a talisman.
A talisman? Like, as protection?
I did notice she taped it to the back of the chair in the control room, so it's like you can't go in there unless you acknowledge it.
Correct. The contract is a shield behind which Cynthia hides. It's a fine garment, is it not?
Has it been in the control room the whole time?
From the moment I first entered the submarine.
But it doesn't belong to Mortuga.
It does not.
Has the wheel always looked like that?
Like what?
With one side broken off and replaced with a different material.
It's never been my job to steer the ship, so I've never really taken any notice. You know, Magnus never liked the name Tortuga Submarine.
Surely he was the one who chose that name.
I believe it was something that just happened. He didn't have a willing hand in it. All told, Magnus was rather dismissive of the notion that the submarine should bear his moniker.
But it was his submarine.
He was dismissive of that notion, too. As good as they were, it was not Miss Silkmoth's politricks that interested me. Rather, I was interested in the base mindset they were a symptom of. In particular, her ruminations upon the great unknowns of life and death. There are clues to it, right here. Look at the choice of words. Unfathomable, inconceivable. And on the reverse, you need only look at the chosen subject matter for her newest work.
It's a Grim Reaper.
Bottled sunlight. It appears somebody's looking to protect themselves from vampires.
There's no vampire on board, is there?
Of course not.
What about Tortuga?
I'll admit, it was a rumor for a time. It seems our collective fate hangs on the outcome of your investigation.
I guess.
This is a good thing. It is high time for a shifting of the tides.
What do you mean?
There are too many souls aboard this ship, many of them seeking things they shall not find. A bit of light reading,
It's a book about a hex.
So I see, a charming pulp adventure by the looks of it.
Is it the same kind of hex that's in your hex bottle?
Let's see. No, they're quite different. The hex referred to here is merely an abstract form of curse that manifests, for the most part.
Sorry, did you just read the entire book?
Of course not. Just chapters 1 through 5. It really is fortuitous that Madame Tadpole found her way to the Tortuga submarine. Not only is she unusually well suited to living within the confines of the ocean, but she was also unusually compatible with Magnus Tortuga. As far as I know, the two formed a sincere friendship.
Huh. I wonder if she knows any of his secrets.
She may just. I'm to believe Tadpole had taken it upon herself to discover the source of Tortuga's internal anguish. In her words, she wished to understand him so that she could help him. It was in the course of this endeavor that she began scouring the ship for information. On one occasion, I entered the captain's cabin to speak with Magnus, but instead I discovered Tadpole quite alone, trawling through his bookshelf. I asked her what she was looking for. She said she didn't know. I noticed Mr. Dansom was quite determined to hold conversation with Magnus.
What did Dirk want to talk to Tortuga about?
Nothing. It was the act of conversation itself he was after. First-hand experience of Tortuga's mannerisms, affectations, and vocabulary. When I inquired as to why Mr. Dansom held fascination for such things, he said simply, research. I have a curious observation about Mr. Werman. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time to perform an analysis, let alone propose a hypothesis.
That's okay. Just tell us anyway.
I observed that he did not seem at all saddened or sorrowed by the death of Magnus Tortuga.
You can't know that. Some people don't always show emotion on the surface.
Of course, quite true. However, Mr. Werman did display an emotion. Relief.
Relief?
Gazing upon the crime scene, much of the tension coiled up in Mr. Werman's body visibly dissipated, and thereafter he seemed energized, galvanized. He joined us about a week or so after we first left port. He caused problems almost immediately.
How come?
Godric made some kind of official request, but Magnus had denied it. Their disagreement was something to do with navigation. For my own sake, I stayed out of it. It is hypothesized that Miss Moon was embroiled in some form of deal with Magnus Tortuga.
What kind of deal?
What would she give him? Money?
His heart beat not for money and things.
What did it beat for?
People. Kinship.
So, Mariana gave him a person?
Maybe information about a person, or how to find a person.
It's a big metal statue.
We opened the cabinet and found this.
There's a metal sculpture of a serpent.
Better not touch it. It's probably a load-bearing serpent.
Wait, are these...
Both. It's a good idea, since you'd never get any.
There's a metal sculpture.
Better not touch it. It's probably a load-bearing serpent.
There's a metal
Better
sculpture.
not touch it. It's probably a load-bearing serpent.
Hey, that's pretty cute.
Do you recognize any of the buildings?
Oh, is it supposed to be something specific? I thought it was just like, Toy Town or whatever.
Never mind.
What's that?
You've never seen it before?
Nope. Is it Mortuga's?
Good guess.
Yeah, it has his vibes for sure. Oh, let me guess. It's locked and you can't work out how to open it.
Right again.
Ha! Classic. Okay, but for real, you gotta let me know when you get it open, because now I'm super curious. A radio? What's the range on that thing?
No idea. I'm pretty sure it's broken anyway.
It might get a better signal up in the control room, or up on deck. Down here you get nothing. The walls are way too thick. What does it do?
I thought it was a bell. Only it doesn't actually ring, so not really a bell, but...
No, I think it's some kind of mechanism. The part sticking out of the bottom looks a bit like a screwdriver, don't you think? Hey, is that the Queen Serena?
Is that what the ship's called?
No, that's the name of the ship in the novel. And in Dirk's movie, too. I'm guessing.
What a babe.
I mean, yeah.
This Mortuga's girlfriend or something?
I don't think so.
Of course he'd land a girl like this, of course.
I don't know. Wasn't he kind of a gloomy loner?
Yeah, chicks eat that up, man. Hey, wow. Did Tadpole give you that?
No, we found it in the bilge. You think it belongs to her?
It would make sense. Although the woman in the photo looks a little different.
No, it's gotta be hers. You're right about the photo, though. Her hair is brown here.
I guess she dyes it green nowadays.
So what? It's a free country.
Oh.
You know what this is, Dirk?
Laser gun?
A laser gun.
Well, whatever it is, I think it's broken.
Wait, really? I mean, oh, what a shame. That's my bottle.
What? It really?
Well, yeah, that's one of my non-alcoholic beers. Of course, someone's waxed up the top and put a whole bunch of green stuff on the bottom.
Dirk, you're a movie kind of guy. Is this your projector?
Nope, not my... that is, though.
The film reel?
Yep, I thought I'd lost it. I guess I did, huh?
Where'd you get it from?
It was a gift from the studio, a little souvenir.
What's on it?
Oh, it's just like, a bit of a scene, a daily, you know.
No.
Where did you lose it?
I don't know, mess hall probably? Where did you find it?
It was in the hollowed out stomach of a dog.
It was in a cabinet. Normal cabinet.
Oh, okay, cool. So, can I have it back? Hey, I didn't know Stim had a stunt dummy.
It's not a stunt?
She's planning to do a scene where she falls off a cliff into a crocodile-infested river. When the stunt is that dangerous and the stunt guy refuses to do it, you use the dummy. It's a map of Silkworm? I don't know much about the town. You'd be better off asking someone else. Grip must have really steady hands working with all those small parts, huh? I could never. Oh, sweet. Treasure map.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say it's a treasure map.
Dude, there's a big red X. You gotta assume that's a treasure.
Big chest of gold doubloons, you think?
Oh man, that would be awesome. Although thinking about it, do you think anywhere still takes doubloons? Where does Zephyr find this stuff? I'm pretty sure they don't sell this magazine at my local newsstand. Maybe on mail order.
I think it's more of a black market thing.
Huh. Some of the listings in here, the prices are in ounces, and there's a symbol.
It's the alchemical symbol for gold.
For real? Man, is Zephyr like secretly super rich? Is that a crystal ball?
Yeah, I think it's made of glass.
Right, but a crystal ball in the sense that it's a magic ball you look into and you see your future or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Why don't you look into it? You'll see yourself solving the murder and then you'll know who did it.
It's genius.
That is one old document. I'd be surprised if it hasn't expired by now.
Expired?
Yeah, things like this normally have an agreed upon... Oh, no, there's no date. Huh. I guess it runs in perpetuity.
What about if you ripped it in half?
Ha! You know what? I found that doesn't actually do jack. No, I know. It works in the movies, but in real life, voiding a contract is a more complex procedure.
Well, that's no fun.
Is that Cynthia's mom?
Yeah, I think so.
That jacket is something else. It could do with a bit of aging, though.
What do you mean?
Well, it's pristine, but stuff like that doesn't look so hot when it's brand new. On our movie, we had a guy who roughed up all the outfits, made them look lived in, you know?
So this photo is the first time Cynthia's mom wore that jacket?
Hey, it's Sim's necklace locket thing. Any idea what she keeps in there?
It's not really my business.
Unless you decide it's related to the murder, then you'd be all over it, I bet.
Dang. Called out.
Huh, that's kind of weird.
What?
He doesn't have a signature, Mortuga. Yeah, he writes his name differently every time.
Yeah. I wonder if it's on purpose.
Maybe he just never bothered to decide on one.
Right. You know, it doesn't seem like he was a paperwork kind of guy.
Yeah, guess not. Whoa, wait, this is the contract Cynthia signed to become captain?
Seems that way. What's the problem?
No, I don't like this at all. She shouldn't have signed it.
Why not? You think she misread it?
No, it's not that.
Or what? Mortuga forced her to sign it? I don't really see the problem. Cynthia wanted to be captain, and now she's captain.
I guess. Oh yeah, I've seen that in the control room. I thought maybe Cynthia was gonna wear it, like after she became captain.
I think it might be too big for her.
I got to steer a big wheel like this in my movie. Mine didn't have that red metal bit though. Also, mine was up on the aft deck, not, indoors in a control room. I'm glad Cynthia took my advice.
What advice?
She was looking super tense, so I told her to pick up a hobby. Arts and crafts is a good choice. Someone lose an eye?
It's not real.
Oh. It's got a weird smell.
So?
So maybe try asking Mariana about it. She's got a wicked sense of smell, like a dog. I'm serious. Hey, the guy who wrote this review has the same name as
As who?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say. Someone dropped their perfume? Bummer, that stuff can get expensive. What's the deal with those holes along the sides?
They're from when it was a sail.
Why would a submarine need a sail? Huh. Who's that little Grim Reaper guy in the drawing?
I'm not sure. You recognize it?
It does seem kind of familiar for some reason. I've seen this chained up on the foredeck. It's kind of intimidating, huh?
It's a boy.
For real? Huh. It has long hair, so I always figured it was a girl. So, Cynthia hired you to solve the murder, huh?
Pretty much.
How much do you charge? Is it like a day rate or what?
Oh, it depends.
Just ballpark it. How much did you make from the last case you solved?
Good question. Grimoire, how much did we make from the Tangle Tower case?
Well, You know, extenuating circumstances, being what they were.
You never secured the payment, huh? Whoa, this is a first edition. Yeah, whose is this?
It's mine.
You gonna get Wormo to sign it?
No, I hadn't planned on it.
He'd do it if you asked. I bet he'd even do a little doodle on the inside cover.
Okay, maybe I do want that.
I assume you've read it, Dirk?
Of course, dude. First thing I did when I landed the part in the movie.
What did you think?
Loved it. I never thought about the sea so much in my whole life. It's almost like the ocean in the book. It represents something bigger, you know? Tadpole? Oh, she's awesome. Got all kinds of stories. It takes some work to get them out of her, but it's totally worth it. Like, get this. I found out she used to be a rescue diver, but they banned her for being too good.
How can you be too good at that?
I don't know, she'd go too deep, stay under too long, break all the guidelines, you know?
Huh.
I gotta say, no disrespect to Cynthia, but I'm disappointed Tadpole didn't become the new captain.
What, did Tadpole say she wanted to be captain?
No, I just think she'd be really good at it. I mean, she's smart, brave, plus she knows all about the ocean. I mean, come on. Worman's my good buddy. Yeah, he's like the cranky older brother I never had.
How did you become friends?
Oh, it was mandated by the film studio.
What?
Well, I played the lead in the movie version of Worman's book, so the studio figured we needed to be friends.
And now he's writing his next book, a sequel.
Yeah, dude, Hex of the Helmsman 2, The Revenge Unleashed. Or whatever, I don't think he actually has a title for it yet, or a story outline, or actually anything. I kind of feel bad for him, honestly. It's a lot of pressure, you know?
Dirk, your work and Worman's work, they're kind of intertwined, aren't they?
How do you mean?
You can't make your next movie until Worman's written his next book.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's true, I guess.
Interesting. Do you know why Grip's running a shop down in the engine room?
I don't know, he's just doing what he's good at.
Which is what?
You know, fixing compasses and stuff.
It's kind of a niche skill set.
You say that, but I heard he ran a pretty successful business back in the town.
Yeah, we saw it on our way here. It's boarded up now, like everything else.
Dirk, did he ever mention why he closed it down?
From what I gather, it was making him money, but it wasn't making him happy. You know, he wanted to put all those navigation skills to use and actually head out on an adventure. Mariana? Man, she's really living out the escapist fantasy. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
That's if you believe what she says. I think she might be making some of it up.
Hey, you know, it's funny you say that. I did notice something the other day.
Oh?
Well, she's supposed to be all like old-timey and stuff, right? But she was really curious about my cell phone.
Curious how?
Well, she was asking what make it was, what model number, you know, like really specific stuff.
Huh.
This is supposed to be silkworm, is it?
Is it not accurate?
Far from it.
I don't think it's trying to be accurate. It's more about Mortuga's specific...
Hang on. Is that my father?
Which one?
This guy. He's got the right look, and he's standing outside the building that would be the town hall if it wasn't just a wooden cube.
Huh. I'll make a note of it. What was your father's name?
Damien.
Damien Worman.
No, Damien Dusk. Oh, a locked box. What is inside? Oh, I must find out at once.
You're not impressed?
Half the time, with things like this, the writer hasn't even worked out what's inside. They just want the reader to speculate. Keeps them invested.
Okay, but this is real. It's not somebody's fiction.
How can you be sure? Maybe someone planted the box to distract you, knowing you'd get all curious. I bet there's nothing inside. Look, I'll shake it.
There's something in there.
Multiple things, sounds like.
It's broken. Or possessed by an evil spirit. One of the two. Ugh, I want to know what this is. It's got to be something.
We're not sure either.
Did you see the carvings around the outside? It's a little story in 4 parts. There's an egg, then it hatches, then there's a baby, then it goes into the water.
Into the ocean, I think.
I'm not sure it's a baby either.
Charming, isn't it?
Is it based on a real ship?
I'd assume so. Mortuga did work as a sailor of sorts back before the submarine.
He had his own ship?
Oh no, it was a stone-top ship he worked on. The same people that owned the inn.
It looks like the little Mortuga standing by the wheel. So that'd make him the helmsman.
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't believe it when I saw this in Mortuga's cabin.
Had you seen it before?
Yeah, this painting used to be in my house.
What?
In my father's study. It hung there for at least a year.
Why? Where'd he get it from?
I believe he bought it from the town's governor, a man named Fellow.
So how'd Mortuga end up with it?
I couldn't say. Huh. Weird.
Have you seen this before?
No, never. And yet I feel like I recognize the handwriting. That belongs to Dirk, I think.
We found it in the bilge, floating in the water.
Well, that explains the smell.
What is it?
I assumed it was a movie prop. You know, a sci-fi thing.
Has Dirk ever done a movie like that?
Not to my knowledge.
But then, why...
No idea. You'd better ask him, hadn't you?
Oh.
Ah.
You
know what this is, Dirk?
Laser
A
gun?
laser gun.
Well, whatever it is.
Piles of books.
They're all classic.
Nope,
It's about a boy...
Using the...
No.
But...
The sword is a metal.
What's that? A book?
I think so.
Let's see. Nope, not a book.
Why not?
Listen. Books don't rattle. What?
Do you know what this is?
Well, it's a bottle, isn't it? Where did you find it?
Madame Tadpole's room. She likes to collect stuff she finds in the ocean.
Does she now? What fun, what fun.
Mr. Warman, do you know what this bottle is?
Nope. No idea.
Oof.
Where did you find that?
The crime scene. In a cabinet, hidden off to the side.
Oh, of course there's a hidden cabinet. Oh, it's just too good.
I don't know if it has anything to do with the murder, though.
Details. Huh. I didn't know she was still using it.
Sim?
Yeah, I figured she would have gotten rid of it by now.
What did she used to use it for?
This is the Lady of the Looking Glass herself. It's a body double. Kind of like having a twin, but you don't have to pay it anything. Okay, let's see. The symbol on the top left, next to Governor's Manor, that's the Fellow emblem. Oh, you knew that already?
Kinda, but keep going.
Oh, that's my father's emblem on the top right, the one next to Town Hall. D for Dusk. Mayor Dusk.
Your dad was the mayor and you grew up in the town hall? Must have been nice.
Yeah, sure.
Hang on. Your dad is listed on the back here, on the family tree. And there's a line between him and Felicia Stonetop, see?
It's a stretch to call this a family tree. More like a tree of speculative conjecture. I feel like this sometimes.
What do you mean?
Cogs falling out, too many needles, all pointing in different directions.
Oh. Well, maybe you're just partway through being fixed. Sometimes you gotta make a mess in order to tidy up, you know?
You know what? That's rather eloquent. Bravo.
Grimhor, did you hear? I said something eloquent.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening.
A treasure map. I was looking for something like this.
Why?
So I was really banking on Mortuga having some kind of exciting secret mission. Something that justified the whole submarine thing, you know?
But he didn't?
No. In fact, he was weirdly aimless. Like he didn't even want to be here. Oh, I can't stand these things. A procrastinator's worst nightmare. It's why I use the old typewriter. No distractions.
Does Dirk spend a lot of time on his cell phone?
Not in here. He goes up on deck to do it.
Why?
Who knows? It's not my business. Fascinating piece of ephemera, this.
Do you recognize any of the objects?
Yeah, the golden hand. I've seen it, and so have you.
What? Where?
It's attached to Dr. Zephyr's left wrist.
Zephyr's prosthetic hand is solid gold?
Not quite. Says here it's made of an unknown material 90% similar to gold. Now, it also says it's able to touch ghosts, so best take it with a grain of salt. What's this dime store trinket?
It's called a fog ball.
Is it now?
It was in Zephyr's lab. It could be a priceless curiosity.
Oh yeah? A priceless curiosity that takes AA batteries. The Stone Top Inn's been in the town a long time.
Did you ever go in?
It was a little bawdry for my tastes, but that's sailors for you. My father was a frequent patron, though. He had a thing for the innkeeper.
Did you ever see Mortuga in there?
It's possible, but I don't remember it. He probably looked different back then, anyway.
The deeds seem to say that Don Drummond was the most recent owner.
I noticed. It's hard to imagine the Stone Top selling the inn. It's been their family home for generations.
Well, I don't think there are any stone tops left. We were in the inn earlier today. It's been abandoned, just like everything else.
That man on the right, that's Don Drummond, the shipyard mechanic.
You know him?
I interviewed him once, working on a piece for the newspaper. Or I tried to. He was a tough nut to crack.
He looks kinda grouchy.
Well, he was a lighthouse keeper. Comes with the territory, I guess. Symmetry's locket. A mystical heirloom from her tragically departed mother, no doubt.
Did she tell you that?
Oh no, complete guess. But that's just how these things go, isn't it? The machine that spits these out must be broken. I'm sure Cynthia's intending to fix it, although she might...
Why do you say it's broken?
On the latest card, the readings toward the end are all messed up. Looks like a misaligned printer head. Bane of my existence, those things.
So, I noticed Mortuga's contract has been typed.
Yeah, he clearly used my typewriter to make it.
Did you give him permission?
No.
So, how did he know how to use it?
It's a typewriter. Mortuga might have been, outdoorsy, but he wasn't an idiot. It's gaudy, sure, but when I first saw it, I thought, good! Mortuga will be a man of melodrama and romance. Just what I'm looking for. But nope, he never wore it, never even looked at it. I noticed the wheel is thematically consistent with the submarine at large.
How so?
Well, it's, cobbled together from other component parts. Parts that were, by themselves, broken or otherwise disused.
Huh.
We used to keep records like this in the town hall. The blue parts from an original blueprint of a submarine, and the yellowish parts are from a technical drawing of a ship. Still a blueprint of sorts, but a bit older.
Where did Cynthia get them from?
I don't know. Maybe she took them from Mortuga's desk. What's this? The world's smallest piggy bank?
What? It's not a piggy bank. Is it?
Well, it's got a slot, and there's something in there. I thought maybe it was a penny. Picture of a moon. Tried asking Mariana Moon?
Wow, never would have thought of that.
Occam's razor, my dear.
Who? I don't think we've met him yet.
The Stargazing Girl. Sounds like a good title for something.
Like a book? Or a film?
A one-woman play, surely. How I wish I'd remembered to bring painkillers.
Are any of these painkillers?
Unfortunately, no. They're just supplements. And nice, harmless, organic ones, too. They wouldn't even take the edge off a headache. I tried asking Mortuga what this was.
No luck?
He just said it was something he'd picked up on his travels.
Picked up where? Floating somewhere in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah. I assume so. Let's have a look. Murder victim locked himself in the room, body discovered, no weapon found, cauldron opened for the first time. Yeah, nice. Just enough information to hook you without giving too much away. Cynthia knows what she's doing. So, you've read it, Sally, but Grimoire hasn't?
Nope. What's it about?
I'd really rather not reduce it to a single sentence.
It's about a guy named Marcus Mordoom looking for something called the Devil of the Deep.
And does he find it?
I just think it'd be better if you took the time.
Yeah, kind of. It gets a little abstract towards the end.
So what, it's just Marcus Mordoom on a ship, and that's it?
We're talking about several themes carefully laid on top of each other.
It's also a love story. Marcus is in love with a woman named Belicia. She's his captain.
I don't see her on the cover.
Really, all the nuance is lost if we just...
No, she's there. Kinda. Like I said, it gets abstract.
I'll take your word for it.
If you'd like to read it, I have a spare copy you could...
Nah, that's okay. No time.
Madame Tadpole. Simultaneously the most laid-back and most terrifying individual I've ever met.
Terrifying?
You don't feel it? To me, she gives off this indisputable, I will destroy you if I see fit to do so kind of energy.
Maybe if you get on her bad side.
Oh, I wouldn't dare. She'd crush me like a twig.
She does look pretty tough.
Who would you say is stronger? Madame Tadpole or Dirk Dansom?
Dirk's in good shape, but a lot of it's just for show. He's just gotta look good for camera. Meanwhile, swimming works out every muscle group. Did you know that? I didn't. Every muscle group.
I don't think Tadpole's about to fight anyone. She's so chilled out.
For now. I worry about what'll happen if you two name a culprit.
You think she might, retaliate?
If she does, I'm not gonna be the one to stand in her way. You met Godric? What did you think? Personally, I like him.
I found him a little irritating, the way he kept waving that cane around.
He gave you the old welcome to Mr. Grip's Emporium treatment, eh? That's just what he's like at first. He'll settle down.
Why does he do it?
So, I have two theories on this. One, he's an introvert who falls back on his rehearsed persona when he gets nervous.
Like when meeting someone for the first time.
Right, exactly.
What's your other theory?
He assumes people will find the real him boring, not worth knowing.
I don't think your two theories are mutually exclusive. They might both be right.
So what is the real Grip like, once you get to know him?
I don't know. He's kind of like one of those savants, kind of odd, but seriously gifted. In his case with cartography, I guess? Navigation. Moon's your lead suspect, I presume.
No. Why would she be?
Well, the timeline. She shows up, and bang, Mortuga murdered.
Maybe it's just a coincidence.
I'm just saying, nobody even knows why she's here.
I'm not sure we know why you're here.
I already told you, didn't I? Genuinely, I can't remember.
Do you recognize any of the little wooden people?
I believe this is supposed to be Silkworm's governor, a man named Faustus Fellow.
Interesting.
He was a wealthy landowner who bought the town in order to bring it under his control.
He bought the whole town?
Why?
I couldn't say.
Any idea what this is?
No.
Really? You're not even gonna tell us what it smells like? Old moss and jealousy-ridden oak or something?
It's not oak, it's cedar.
Aha!
She still didn't actually tell us anything.
Yeah. I retract that aha from the record.
I thought the submarine didn't have a radio.
I don't think it does. This is more like a child's walkie-talkie.
Oh yes, you're quite right. Probably has a short range too.
If it's a walkie-talkie, then what happened to the other one?
Good question. It has the smell and feel of something that's been in the ocean for quite some time. Only there's no evidence of it on the surface. No barnacles, no algae.
Maybe it's a type of metal that resists that kind of stuff.
Or maybe someone just cleaned it.
You know, if and when I make a mysterious observation, I'm not necessarily looking for immediate logical explanations.
Sorry.
Now, I'd have to assume this is the Stonetop family ship, the dearest Selina.
How do you know it's that ship? Is there a photo of it?
It's evident by the selection of little wooden people on board. The dearest Selina was captained by Felicia Stonetop, that's her there, and one Magnus Mortuga was her helmsman.
What did they use it for?
Oh, I don't know. Fishing? Tourism? General gallivanter?
What about the woman tied to the front?
Well, that's a representation of the ship's figurehead. This here, that's the Stonetop emblem.
Oh yeah, we saw it on the sign outside the Stonetop Inn. Do you remember, Sally?
No, but I was basically still asleep at that point.
What are those letters above it?
Initials. SS.
Stonetop C? Secret stone?
Selina Stonetop.
The owner of the painting?
The painter herself. Tanya Tapdole. Ah, I see what you did there.
I didn't do anything.
She's not talking to you.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Oh, that's quite some book. Did you take it from a werewolf, perhaps? Ah, that explains it.
No, it doesn't. Sniffing it and saying that explains it does not in fact explain it.
That algae is still young.
Meaning?
Meaning the bottle's been in the ocean, but not for all that long.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
That voice. Well, that's the voice I heard when I was down in the bilge. At least I think it is. Sounds a little different without all the echo. So does everyone on this submarine keep a life-size doll of themselves, or...?
I'm pretty sure it's just Sim.
I swear, if we find a room somewhere with dolls of everyone else, I'm going to freak out.
I never needed a compass. I prefer old-fashioned methods of navigation.
I'm pretty sure compass is the old-fashioned method.
Not as old as the sun and stars, and unlike this compass, they never break and need repairing.
I'm not sure it is broken, actually.
A ZX5. Nice piece of kit. Polycarbonate shell, tactile interface, unusually good battery life. I mean, it's a cell phone. Whose is it?
Dirk Danson.
I suppose that makes the most sense. After all, Mortuga really didn't seem like the cell phone type. Oh, sorry, Felicia Stonetop.
Yeah, that's what she's called in the book too. Marcus Mordoom's captain/love interest.
Flying a little close to the sun with that name, aren't they? If I'm not mistaken, this little part at the front is actually a microphone.
Mariana, I was wondering if you could tell us who's worn this.
How's she supposed to do that?
You know, by the smell.
Oh, gross.
Very well, let's see. I'm getting wind-battered mahogany, ice-cold sea spray, and mostly melted candle wax.
Great, thanks.
Oh, good. I was worried this wasn't going to come up.
What? Cynthia and her family?
The submarine in the background?
Yes and yes, but also no. The best part of this photo is the thing on the left-hand side. It's in a glass tank. Do you see it?
Barely.
Is it a snake?
It's the silver snake. also known as the silkworm serpent. Oh, you've heard of it?
We might have, but what's it doing in the photo?
So, that submarine in the background. The Silver Snake is the reason that was built. Sylvia Seafoam, pictured there in the fancy jacket, she was quite fond of her serpent friend, you see, but the powers that be were demanding she hand it over to be studied. So Sylvia made a plan to go and live in a submarine and take the Silver Snake with her.
That's, quite ambitious.
Wait, so the sea serpent would also be living in the submarine?
Well, I don't have all the details. It's something I'm still researching. Where'd you get that? A dentist's waiting room?
There's a poster on the back cover. It's for Dirk's movie.
Oh, yes, look at that. They've given her the wrong type of necklace. The sword looks about right, though.
What's that?
Just thinking out loud. Looks like gold to me.
No way. Real gold.
Why not?
I thought Symmetry was supposed to be an impoverished orphan.
Well, it's not worth anything unless she's willing to sell it. I'd heard Mortuga wasn't one for writing things down, so I'd given up hope of finding a diary, but this might be the next best thing.
He made a record of every time a new person joined the submarine.
Except for when you joined, Mariana.
Well, I suppose he'd never had the chance. You know, one of the reasons I found it hard to research Mortuga was that there really wasn't much of a paper trail.
Well, seems like he changed his ways.
Yes, it's rather odd, isn't it? I wonder what compelled him to draw up a contract like this. I can't help but feel like the idea must have come from someone else. Emblazoned with the Seafoam S, I see. It's quite an elaborate... Oh, how strange. It's never been worn.
Never?
Once or twice, at the very most. Let's see. The thicker wood is mahogany, very old mahogany. The thinner wood, oh, I don't know, some kind of cheap timber, perhaps.
Somebody skimped on the repairs, huh?
I'd love to know where Cynthia got the diagram of the wooden ship.
I thought it was supposed to be a submarine.
Oh, no, the yellowish parts. They're from an old drawing of a sailing ship. Looks like it might be from the original, too. I just wonder where she got it. It carries something of the cadaver about it. Might be the smell, rust and stagnant seawater. Perhaps it came from the ocean. Have you asked Madame Tadpole about it? There's only one thing more mysterious than a locked box, and that's an unlocked box that's been emptied of its contents.
Did you ever come across the cauldron in your research?
No, it really does seem to be something Mortuga's been keeping to himself.
What do you make of those scratch marks?
I'm not sure. They don't really look like anything made by an animal.
That's a relief. Wait, is it?
It's a piece of an old sail, roughly cut into a square.
Mariana, you visited Silkworm before, didn't you? Was Sim's magic show in the theater back then?
No, when I passed through, the theatre wasn't showing anything. This very poster was up on the walls, but they'd covered it with a banner that said cancelled.
So that must have been after Sim left, but before the theater had booked a new act.
I believe Mortuga used its light to alert others to the location of the submarine, on the rare occasions when he wished to do such a thing, of course.
That's how it happened with us. Although I guess it was Cynthia, not Mortuga.
You know, for some time now, I've heard stories of sailors seeing a green light in the ocean at night.
Well, I guess you have your explanation.
The problem is, several of the stories predate the Mortuga submarine. I see Cynthia's proudly wielding the Seafoam S in her signature there.
Why shouldn't she?
Of course, she's well within her rights to do so, but I do think perhaps it sends a certain message.
What message would that be?
I claim this submarine in the name of the Seafoam family. Something like that, don't you think? Pass it here, I'll show you something amusing. See this photograph on the inside cover?
It's a picture of Worman, isn't it?
If it is, it's a very flattering one.
It's not Worman at all. It's his rather more handsome father, Mayor Damien Dusk.
Get out. Really?
No word of a lie. I first met Tadpole when she was on the road, travelling with a group of performers. She had longer hair back then, of course.
Did you see her perform?
I got to see a rehearsal, but that was it. After that, I joined their camp for the night. Tadpole and I shared some stories, you know. I told her how I'd just been on a research trip to a town on the coast called Silkworm-on-Sea. She told me how their group went around performing in local theatres and town halls and whatnot. I mentioned that Silkworm actually had a little theatre that might be a good fit.
How come you didn't stay with them longer?
Their leader was a real bad apple. I was rather keen to be shot of him.
A quaint little pretense of silkworm on sea, as beheld in the mind's eye of one Magnus Mortuga.
Did you know Mortuga had made this?
I'd seen it once or twice when he was first working on it, but I always got the impression it was something he wished to keep to himself. Did you open it?
Not yet. We don't know how.
Have you tried pushing the diamond thingy?
That was the first thing we tried.
Perhaps you need a key.
Personally, I think we just need a crowbar.
Could this be Cynthia's attempt to get our submarine up to code and finally install a radio?
Why doesn't the ship have a radio?
1, Mortuga didn't like to use technology if he could avoid it. And 2, he didn't like to communicate with the outside world if he could avoid it.
I'm not sure I agree with that second one. There's no way all these people showed up on the submarine if Mortuga wasn't contacting the outside world.
You know, there may be something to that.
I'm guessing you never dealt with anything like this in your shop.
No, it's too big for one, and it's not exactly navigation related.
What's wrong?
I don't suppose you know what this is, this little part sticking up the back.
No, I barely noticed it, to be honest.
Oh yes, Mortuga's little model ship. He always kept it on his desk, although I'd wager it's more than just a paperweight.
Is it based on a real ship?
It's likely. Mortuga did have a ship, or rather he worked on board one. I very much doubt he was the owner. Do you know what this is?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Maybe something left over from when it was painted?
Undeniably forlorn, isn't it?
What do you think, haunted? It's probably haunted, right?
If it was haunted, then it was only because Mortuga himself was its ghost. He seemed drawn to it, entranced, always held within its orbit, unable to drift away. Tonya Tabdell. Ah, there you go. Sorry. Oh, I don't know. She probably did it to reduce drag, you know, like an aerodynamics thing. Hydrodynamics, I guess, if that's a thing.
He'll just have an entire conversation by himself, huh? Do you know what this does?
Doesn't appear to do anything, does it? Perhaps it's broken.
Could you fix it?
I only deal with the mechanical, the clockwork, and, at a push, the hydraulic. Who does this belong to? Wilfred Winterbottom?
Who's that?
I just made him up.
Oh, then no. And what do you make of this?
A message in a bottle?
There's a little drawing, too. Some kind of symbol?
To me, it looks like a diagram.
Where did this bottle come from?
I'm pretty sure Tadpole fished it out of the ocean.
That's how she got all the stuff in her room, I think.
Well, that's a delightful little habit, isn't it?
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
That phrase. I heard that phrase spoken aloud when I was in the bilge with Mariana Moon.
And this was around the time of the murder.
Yes. I'd wager it was. Ah, Miss Silkmoth's a talented seamstress, and she carved and painted the head too. Remarkable! There we are! Cornelius, look! I told you all our hard work would put us on the map someday.
How come your logo is a hot air balloon? I thought you sold stuff for boats.
Officially, we deal in the nautical and aeronautical. But in truth, the balloon motif was mostly just for fun. I'm not sure there were ever any aeronauts in Silkworm. I don't really deal in anything post-industrial revolution. Try Cynthia.
Oh?
Teenage girl, cell phone. Just seems like a natural fit, wouldn't you say? That's the captain, is it? And her accessories are a compass and a map.
So?
So they made her the navigator and the captain. Typical navigator erasure. Good heavens.
Something catch your eye?
Rumoured to be lost at sea. Requires a special key. Is that right?
The mermaid's tongue? Do you know anything about it?
No, can't say I do. Based on this, I wonder if it may not even be real. After all, there isn't even a photograph. That's just a drawing. Aha! A crystal ball! Oh, how quaint. What's that? What's it for? Oh, you know, the usual. Whispering questions into the great unseen beyond, hoping without hope to get a response. Oh, yes, I remember hearing about this. A submarine constructed by the harbour master and the shipyard mechanic, who I believe was her husband.
Where'd you hear about it?
Just gossip from around town. Are there really only 2 characters?
It's just a poster. I'm sure there are more in the actual film.
If it sticks to the novel, there actually might only be 2 characters.
Mortuga's log. Let's find the entry about me, shall we? Here it is, right after Zephyr's. Godric Grip rescued from hot air balloon accident. To refer to it as an accident, a merciful gesture indeed. 2 individuals in contention of the ownership, however recent developments exploded. No, I don't like it.
No, what's wrong with it?
The wording. It's too vague. It could be about anything.
But if it's not about Cynthia and Mortuga, what would it be about?
I couldn't say, but I stand by it. There's a chance Cynthia's got the wrong end of the stick. Perhaps she oughtn't be captain after all. Oh, sorry, Cornelius. He doesn't like it when I say wrong end of the stick. Yes, this was clearly made by someone who understands the value of iconography.
You mean the S emblems?
The whole thing?
What's the deal with this blueprint? It's kind of a mess.
They say Mortuga bought an incomplete submarine and then paid for it to be completed. So it only makes sense that the blueprint's as ramshackle as the ship itself.
Where'd he buy it from?
How'd he pay for it?
1, the shipyard, I imagine. And 2, I have no idea. He'd never seemed to have any money. Where on earth did you find this?
It was just lying around. Do you know what it is?
What I do know is that it belonged to Mortuga.
But you don't know what it was actually for.
I couldn't say with any academic certainty.
Godric Grip's nautical and aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments. Great name.
As well, this was shortly before the rebrand.
Why'd you decide to rebrand the shop?
You see, the news about the Silkworm Serpent put the town in a particular sort of mood. Interest in all things nautical adventure was on the rise, you know. They put up that statue, we get tourists even.
So you capitalized on the zeitgeist.
Look at you, using the vocabulary.
We think Mortuga might have dropped this when he was killed.
You can think that all you like. Personally, I think it came from somewhere else.
If it wasn't dropped by Mortuga, Perhaps it was dropped by the culprit?
Might have been neither.
You're suggesting this bottle made its own way into the crime scene?
Maybe.
This is from a ship's sail?
I think so.
Did you sell sails in your shop?
No, ship parts like that fell within the remit of the Drummond shipyard, a few doors down. Cornelius tells me he spotted Miss Silkmoth drawing this while she was in the mess hall.
What's it a drawing of exactly?
Let's have a look, shall we? That symmetry, I assume. And she's sitting on the cauldron, facing a window. Is that a sun?
Probably. Although it could be a wheel.
Oh, yes, wheel tablets.
Wonderful, isn't it? Cornelius thinks it might be his great-grandmother. For all I know, he may be right.
It belonged to Mortuga, I assume?
Yes, and to me it sits right alongside that iron bell in his office and that stone cauldron in the storeroom. Together they form Mortuga's collection of inexplicably cursed-looking nautical artifacts.
Maybe they do form a set.
No bladed weapon of any kind was found in the room. Yes, I noticed that too.
The missing murder weapon. Classic.
Any idea where it might be, or what?
Not yet.
Let's see here. Nope, doesn't say it anywhere. No based on, no inspired by.
Inspired by what?
True events. Well, then again, I suppose it is largely imaginary and mostly guesswork. I'd imagine that gets him off the hook. I'm convinced Tadpole is just branding. Nobody names their child Tadpole. Come on.
Why would she need branding?
You're serious? She's all branding. The name, the look, the identity as a half-mermaid, it's all theatrics.
I just don't get why she'd need to have a fake identity like that.
No, she doesn't. Not anymore. It's vestigial, I think, left over from some previous endeavor.
Weird, isn't it? Bringing your old branding with you onto the submarine. What would be the point?
You know, there was something I noticed while giving Mariana a tour of the submarine. Soon after we entered the bilge, she whipped out her tobacco pipe with a strange kind of urgency.
Did she smoke it?
Well, she put it in her mouth, but she didn't light it. What's that, Cornelius? You've never seen her light it? Well, now you mention it.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to smoke inside a submarine anyway.
Yes, and Mariana seems like such a stickler for health and safety regulations.
I wonder if Mariana would let us take a closer look at that pipe of hers.
It can't hurt to ask.
Magnus carved and painted it himself, so it's very specific to his life. It basically only shows the buildings and people that were relevant to him.
I noticed Mortuga himself isn't on there.
No, I think he's somewhere else.
Do you know what's inside?
No, it must have been something, though. There's no way all this kicked off over an empty box.
What do you mean?
As far as I know, that box is a very recent addition to the submarine. I think it may have been the catalyst that led to Mortuga's murder.
Now I really want to know what's inside.
It's a radio, dressed up like a little doll. Do you know who it's supposed to be?
Is it not Cynthia?
I don't think so. Oh, this thing weighs a ton.
Reckon you could pick it up? You're pretty strong, right?
I could maybe get my arms around it, just about.
What about Mortuga?
Probably, but he had real big arms, like me.
But for anyone else, it'd be a two-person job.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure Magnus carved this himself. No idea how he got it into the bottle, though.
Trick of the trade, I guess.
I know one way you could get it out of the bottle.
That's a last resort.
You know, I think this painting is the answer.
To what?
Everything. Magnus Mortuga, what he was doing, what he was thinking, even maybe how and why he died.
I swear, there's always a painting with a secret in it.
Hey, where did you,
Does this belong to you? We found it in the bilge.
You dropped it, maybe?
Ocean Rescue Divers Association. Is this an organization you used to work for?
Maybe. Looks broken.
Does it? How can you tell?
I just assumed it was waterlogged from the bilge water.
How did you know we found it in the bilge?
Because it smells, and it's still wet.
Oh yeah. Ew. Sally, you take it.
I don't want it. Ugh, you keep it.
That's Mortuga's, although presumably he got it from someone else.
Someone on the submarine?
I mean someone from before. I never had dolls as a child.
What did you have instead?
Nothing. We were super poor. The closest thing I had were frogs I'd catch from a pond. I'd give them names and try to make friends with them.
The best things in life are free.
Cynthia mentioned the ship's compass broke. Looks like Grip's in the middle of fixing it.
Did Cynthia say exactly how it broke, or what was wrong with it?
She just said it was acting erratically. I kinda wish Dirk hadn't brought that onto the submarine.
Why?
Feels like it breaks some unspoken rule, having contact with the outside world. You know, I think I'd make a pretty good action figure. Maybe a bath toy with little legs that kick when you wind me up.
I'd buy it.
Do you recognize any of these objects?
The mermaid's tongue, rumored to be lost at sea.
You've heard of it? Tadpole?
Oh, no, not by name.
Maybe Zephyr was trying to get hold of it.
Yeah, maybe he was. That belongs to Sim, I'm pretty sure. It's something to do with her old magic act.
You might be right, but we found it in Zephyr's dream chamber.
Still? I told him to give all her stuff back. I'll have to have a word with him. This pattern looks a bit like a dream catcher.
What's a dream catcher?
It's something you hang in your bedroom window when you're a teenage girl.
Bingo.
I see.
There it is, on the left-hand side, in the big tank of water.
What is it? Some kind of sea creature?
I think it's the reason they built the submarine.
They built a submarine to house a sea creature.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. Where would it live? Wouldn't it need to be in water?
Yeah, there's a special area of the submarine that can fill up with seawater.
Where?
You're standing on top of it right this second. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Dirk looks way better like that. The beard, the long hair, the outfit.
You like the rugged pirate look, huh?
I can't help it if I have a type. I'm surprised Sim let you see it. She's normally pretty guarded about it.
Do you know why she wears it all the time?
It's some kind of family heirloom, I think. Magnus really wasn't one for record keeping.
Well, he did make a few entries, though.
Looks like it's just each time someone new arrives on the submarine.
That makes sense. He was always people-focused. Human interactions, relationships. It's what he considered most important. It's custom made. See the S emblem on the epaulets? And on the back?
S for what?
Seafoam, obviously.
So why isn't Cynthia wearing it?
I guess she'd rather keep it preserved. I guess now that Cynthia's captain, she wants an up-to-date blueprint of the submarine.
Why was there an out-of-date blueprint?
The ship has kind of a complex history. She's been through a few different phases, lived through a few rough patches. I'm pretty sure Magnus kept this in the storeroom.
He had it covering the cauldron, I guess?
It seems likely.
Just to protect it from dust?
Or maybe he was specifically keeping it hidden.
I saw posters just like this up on the walls in Fortuna Hall.
You went to see Symmetry's show?
No, by the time I came through the town, she'd already left.
But her posters were still up.
Yeah, the owner was scrambling to find something new. I don't think she wanted to admit she'd lost her star act.
The theater owner, that's Baroness Fortuna?
That's her.
And did she ever find a new show?
No. It didn't work out. Turk tried to get me to take these. He's convinced we've all got a vitamin D deficiency. He said that's why everyone on the submarine is, in his words, moody and weird. Cynthia had to ask my help in writing this up. She wanted to put Magnus's age, but she didn't know it.
How come you did?
He and I were friends. I was really trying to get to know him.
Sounds like that might have been kind of an uphill struggle.
Yeah, he didn't really like to talk about himself. So the main character is inspired by Magnus Mortuga?
I think so, but Werman changed his name to Marcus Mordu.
Nice. Real subtle.
A teeny tiny town of toys? Or fossil formed of... Oh, that's my house. Right there.
Your house?
Yeah, the theatre, where I lived.
Cute.
Dusky box of dark allure. I cannot turn mine eyes. What lies within?
We're still trying to work that out. Any guesses?
Surely some solemn secret, dark and dreadful.
Oh, it better be after all this.
How it blinks and flickers so.
It's just broken. I think it's turning itself on and off.
As if it sought to speak with kin.
It's a radio. I'm not sure it has kin.
To dwell beneath a heavy iron-casted thing, ever poised for rope to snap, ever set to fall.
Mortuga? You didn't dwell beneath it. Not really.
I don't know. It's hanging directly over his desk. That's a choice.
Do you know anything about Mortuga's model ship?
Yet another weight upon his ever-troubled mind. Although, given that it's sealed in glass, I imagine it's now very hard to fix.
What are you talking about?
It's broken. Some part of its innards has come loose. A yearning stirred along by grief to seek to find a path, a bridge to cross that dark divide.
Grief?
I assume she's dead, this woman?
Why?
The crosses in the background.
Oh.
I think they're just ship masts. Like she's standing by the harbor.
Dost thou require this card's consent when saving souls from drowning deep?
Well, no, not really.
Then what purpose doth it serve? A gun!
It's not a gun.
What is it?
We don't really know.
The unknown! A book adorned by bloody stain?
Might be. Might not.
It might not be a book.
No, no. I meant the blood stain. What would you say that is?
Sealed within the glassy tomb.
Yeah.
A mistake? A regret?
I thought it was a piece of paper. Shows what I know.
Against all odds, I've been inscribed upon this family tree, bound only by the bloodline of my matron's former kin.
Your matron? That's Fortuna Fellow.
No longer tied to fellow name, she styles herself as Baroness. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Sim, look, you've got two half-brothers. Kinda.
Only in the faintest terms, but there they are, Flint and Felix.
We've actually met Felix. Would you believe that?
No.
Oh, well, we did.
The compass lies on deathbed dark, its many pointed bones askew. Hush! It now endures a surgeon's steady hand.
You'll pull through, little compass.
A map that leadeth unto naught?
What do you mean? It leads to that big red X.
Yeah, but it's a big red X in the middle of the ocean.
It comes to mind I saw this map upon the captain's cabin desk.
When was this?
Soon after I arrived. Just once, and then it vanished.
Well, now it's reappeared.
Ta-da! Employed it be to speak with unseeable souls?
Assuming you can get signal.
Who'd have thought that Dansome Dirk, of all our kin, is playing host to Hidden Ghost? An effigy of Dansome Dirk, or doth it bear the form of former falling captain?
Technically, neither.
Lillian's locket.
Looks familiar, don't you think?
I didn't know it had a name. Kindly close the book. I have no desire to look upon it longer.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
That face!
You know what it is?
Mine eye but chanced upon it. Nothing more.
Hey, Sim, do you know anything about this?
Speaketh soft.
Okay? Do you know anything about this?
Nay. Oh, my fog ball.
Your fog ball?
As carved and crafted.
You made it? What for?
Well, thou mayst use it to speak with Gregory.
Sorry, Gregory? We never met a Gregory.
You wouldn't have. He lives inside the ball.
Oh.
And he's my uncle.
Oh.
And he's dead.
Oh.
And fictitious.
Oh.
Do you know how Zephyr's dream helmet works?
His secrets are his own to keep.
Okay, but just for the record, you do know his secrets.
I am bound to share them not. 'Twas Cynthia who had it when first she came aboard. Something in it holds great weight, for her at least it seems.
But you don't know what exactly?
With certain mind I cannot say. A portrait of fair Cynthia's youth.
Sim, what's wrong?
Mine eye is drawn against my will to she that lingers far from frame.
The ship in the background.
What about it?
A sorry, sorrowed tale has she, for never fully wrought. Left to rust in stillborn state, the dream forever gone undreamt.
This is Dirk's, I'm guessing.
You guess correct.
Kind of him to lend it to you.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's kind of precious to him.
Au contraire, he spoke of it with sulk and scorn. Glad was he to see it gone. 'Twas my mother's own, or so I'm told.
You don't know for sure?
I was too young. I don't remember. I dearly hope to ask her, and know the truth at last.
Do you think you ever will?
The question that bestirs my soul. The numbers spoken by the ship, they falter, flailing weird and wild, as if she seeks to speak, yet lacks the tongue to voice her troubled thought.
Do you remember when Cynthia first got hold of this?
I saw her running from the bridge, all pages clasped in hand.
Where was she taking it?
In a hurried hurry haste she was bedchamber bound.
Wait, all pages clasped in hand?
Yeah.
Both pages, surely.
But mere semantics, sir. Both she and I hath mothers lost, and both a token keep.
Unlike you, though, Cynthia's not wearing hers.
Cynthia's already got a cool jacket. One that actually fits her, too.
And stitched it I, at her request, with mine own hand.
Really? When did she make this request?
Some long while ago.
Before the murder, huh?
I tried it once.
Tried what?
To turn the wheel, to steer the ship.
Oh, how'd it go?
It did not. I was too weak. She tries her best to honor fate and call it by its newest name.
Cynthia?
I will admit, in quiet hours, the former name returns.
What's the former name?
Need you only glance beneath a single slip of paper. The letter in fair Cynthia's hand, a plan devised by her and her alone.
The plan being...
Why, to hire a sleuth to seek the truth.
That's us. Couple of sleuths seeking the truth.
I implore, unravel swift this tangled tale, and name the knave ere further harm befall.
Further harm befall who?
With former captain slain, I feared the new be target too. Oh, I'm reading this myself.
Oh, cool. Hey, did you like the bit where...
I am but midway through. Prithee, spoil it not.
Right, sorry.
Likened to the orchard oak, sturdy, stout, and towering tall, but bears she a quietsome grace, like a windless night on sail-still sea. I ponder, could some such thing be mine to know?
I don't see why not.
Maybe I should cut my hair short and dye it green. Maybe that'll do it.
What's that?
Madam Tadpole, number 5, The Still Waters.
Hiding a dangerous secret.
He'd dreamt our ship some boisterous boat, where tensions flowed and tempers boil. Alas, upon inspection showed, our home fell plenty short. Still he yearned for storm to swell, for keel to list, for sail to sway.
He was waiting for something to happen.
Something did happen. The captain was murdered.
And crime dark scene consequently came the freshest focus for his ever ponderous gaze. James Werman, number 7, The Empty Inkwell.
Amorality?
An actor or a mage in guise, who sways men's souls with artful feigned truth.
You, think Dirk might be swaying our souls?
Fret not, as dwell he in this deep-sea womb, his strength's divorced from skyward source.
Skyward source?
The sun, I'm guessing. How do you know he likes the sun so much?
Alone he's oft espied, atop our ship, and stood enrobed in warmer light.
Dirk goes up on deck a lot, huh?
By himself, I wonder.
Dirk Dansom, number 8, The Shiny Penny.
A fresh start.
Still estranged, this moon and I, but she and me befind ourselves in newfound kinship joined.
What kind of kinship would that be?
The kinship of wearing a big yellow locket around your neck. We may need to workshop the name.
Mariana's moon necklace? That's a locket?
Must be. I've seen her open it up and peer concernedly at its internals.
Huh.
Mariana Moon, number 9, The Half-Hidden Moon.
Disingenuousness?
His life's long hope to pierce the veil and breach those blackest bounds. Solitary once, no more, for help is found in frightened form of fair and freckled face.
She means herself.
I'm following.
A time bespent in chamber dream and chained to lofty quest. Then lo, a shock! Dismissed, bespurned, rejected, my lonesome purpose lost.
Why'd he do that?
Zachariah Zephyr, number 3, The Entangled Dream.
Losing your way?
Despite all his whims and wayward ways, his heart beats hopeful, kind, and keen.
His whims? Like how he talks to a wooden stick?
When first we met, when first I came, he had not yet his cane beclaimed.
So, Where'd he get it from? The cane.
Wrought it he by his own hand, composed of cast-off scrap and scrounge.
Really?
Did Grip live down in the engine room, even back then?
Verily, he seeks it out, that engine's heart, for clank and clamour calm his core.
He likes how noisy it is. What's wrong with him?
Godric Grip, number 2, The Broken Compass.
Feeling lost or trapped? I wonder if Grip would let us take a closer look at that cane of his.
Can't hurt to ask.
You wish to converse with Cornelius? He'll be thrilled.
Remove what?
The bandage around the middle.
Why?
I'm just curious. Grip, can we take a look in the basket?
Yes.
Will you be getting out of the basket?
No.
Why does it have a bandage around the middle?
Cornelius? Oh, he fell down the stairs. The clumsy old thing.
On a submarine? It's all just ladders, isn't it?
I promise you that's not the issue I have with that statement. Okay, so you're not really an aeronaut, but you did own a hot air balloon for some reason?
For most of its life, it was just ornamental. We put it out the front of the shop as a billboard.
No wonder you crashed if you were trying to fly an ornamental billboard.
And then after you crashed it, you brought it inside the submarine?
You'd rather I just let it sink into the ocean? Besides, it's useful. Anytime I want to reread our company mantra, it's printed right there.
And anytime you wanted to check your opening times, they're right there.
Quite right.
Oh, look. There you are, with the cane, as ever.
Of course, Mr. Grip always has Cornelius Kane by his side.
But why? What's the point?
I don't know what to tell you. It's just my shtick.
Oh my god.
There's something suspicious about Grip.
Ha-ha! How about you? I've been looking forward to this part.
Yeah, there is something, or someone, that I'd like to ask you about.
Cornelius? What about him?
His appearance. I don't think he looks quite like he's supposed to.
What a thing to say! You've only just met him!
Now you mention it, they don't match at all. The one you've got is a different shape, and it's made of wood.
This is what you're grilling me about.
Why would the two canes look different, though?
Grip made a new cane after arriving on the submarine.
What a damning accusation. Yes, I made a new cane, and yes, it's made of wood. Where are you going with this?
Where did the wood come from?
I forget. There's a faint resemblance, I suppose. But aren't the wheel spokes a fair bit shorter than Cornelius? Remarkable! This is quite the revelation.
Oh wait, you're saying you didn't know the wood came from the wheel?
Of course I didn't. Why would I know anything about that?
Because you've also got the rest of the broken wheel pieces. So, Grip, I have to ask, do you know anything about how the ship's wheel was broken?
Yes, I was there when the wheel was broken. In fact, Mortuga and I, we broke it.
You broke it?
I was trying to take control of the wheel, and Mortuga forcibly wrenched it out of my grip. He was very strong, you see.
Wait, you tried to steer the submarine without permission?
I did.
Why?
There'd been a disagreement. It's nothing, really, not important.
A disagreement? About what? Where to take the submarine?
Something like that. Oh, right. I'd forgotten you'd seen that.
Map interpreted by Godric Grip. For customer, Magnus Mortuga.
It's a record of service from your shop. Not the one here in the submarine, but the real one in the town.
It's all there in black and white, I suppose. Yes, indeed. Some time ago, Mortuga came into my shop. He showed me the map and asked if I'd be able to interpret it for some voyage he was planning.
Interpret it?
It's marked with an X, but there's nothing in the way of coordinates, nor are there any apparent landmarks, given that it's just describing an area of ocean.
So, how did you work it out?
By employing every ounce of my skill, by working harder than I'd ever worked. Something about that map, the mystery of it, the feeling of chasing down the unknown. It grabbed me, and it didn't let go. For 2 weeks, it was all I thought about. I was so focused on it, I barely slept. Easily the most thrilling job I'd ever taken on. I even waived the payment. I couldn't in good conscience charge for something I'd enjoyed so much. The problem was, afterwards, all my other work suddenly seemed banal. I began to daydream of that thrilling feeling, that pursuit of the unknown. It led me to eventually close up shop and head out in my balloon, on a voyage of my own, which, as you know, ended rather abruptly.
Right.
But to be pulled from the ocean by Magnus Mortuga himself, and to find that very same map laying on his desk, I asked him at once if he'd ever followed the map to the coordinates, and he said he hadn't. I was disappointed at first, but then I realized we had the submarine. We could still go, right now. But Mortuga told me we would be doing no such thing. In fact, we weren't to be navigating anywhere. Instead, he seemed insistent in hovering near the Silkworm Coast, like something was keeping him tethered to it.
So, you tried steering the submarine yourself?
I'd convinced myself it was what Mortuga secretly wanted, even if he was refusing to admit it. I thought a little nudge might be just what he needed. Get him out of his comfort zone, you know. But as I've already admitted, it didn't go to plan. Mortuga came into the control room, we briefly thought the wheel was broken, and that was it. My request denied, I soon found myself opening a new branch of Grip's Emporium right here in the engine room, which, of course, necessitated the construction of a new Cornelius cane.
There's one thing I don't understand. If Mortuga didn't intend to use the map, why did he keep it around?
I don't suppose we'll ever find out.
I think I know.
You do?
Mm-hmm. There's a good reason why Mortuga didn't want to follow the map. He'd already followed it.
What makes you say that?
This is a film of Magnus Mortuga and a woman named Felicia Stonetop. They're talking about their plans to follow the map.
Remarkable. Wait, was that filmed here on the submarine?
No, in fact, it's not a submarine at all. The ship was called the Dearest Selina, but it belonged to Felicia Stonetop. She was the captain and Mortuga was her helmsman. See, he's at the top there, manning the wheel.
You know, that's been on his desk since I arrived, and I never once thought to ask him about it.
So, okay, we know they intended to follow the map, but do we know if they actually managed it?
Good point. Making plans is one thing, but a successful expedition is quite another.
I can't be sure, but there was something we found here in the submarine. Something that suggests to me Mortuga actually did reach the center of the map.
What's that got to do with it? Oh yeah, look at that. I think you might be right.
But why didn't he just tell me? What did he find in the ocean that was such a big secret? Surely it wasn't just this. It hardly seems like anything at all.
Well, buoys are normally put in place to mark a position.
The position of something else in the ocean?
It has to be. Think about it. If the buoy wasn't attached to anything, then it would have floated away, making the map worthless.
So, if they found the buoy when they went to the center of the map...
It was only because it was attached to something else at the time.
Aha!
You want to look at my pipe?
If you don't mind.
By all means.
Sally, despite what you may have read in popular detective fiction, this is no time to smoke a pipe.
I'm not gonna smoke it. I want to listen to it.
You... what?
It's a little tape player.
Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya. I cannot.
But why'd you even need to?
I've told you before.
No, you haven't. All you've ever told me is that
I'd like to request that you return to your room. I have something I must attend to.
Hey, listen, why don't we just kill him? Now, that helps both of us. If he dies, we're both free, right? Come on, I know you don't have any better ideas.
The stargazing girl stares into the ink-black void. Upon her trembling lips, a question born. A forbidden query of what may be and what may not be. The void, unyielding to the girl's plight, stares back. It speaks.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
There's something suspicious about Dirk.
Let's go talk to him.
There's something suspicious about Mariana. There's something suspicious about Symmetry.
Let's go talk to her. There's something suspicious about Zephyr.
Let's go talk to him.
Ah.
Mariana, you arrived in the submarine shortly before Mortuga was killed.
Correct.
And yet, you still haven't told us how or why you're here. I find that pretty suspicious.
Oh, it's most suspicious. I quite agree.
She's not talking.
Somebody asked you to come onto the submarine.
And how, may I ask, would somebody do such a thing?
They called your phone.
A phone, you say? Well, not me. Oh, no. I'm no good with technology.
Huh. I'm not sure that's entirely true, is it? It didn't escape our notice that your pipe is a fairly sophisticated dictaphone. I'm pretty sure that counts as technology.
A dictaphone, yes, but not a telephone.
But you do have a phone. Or at least you did at one point. For whatever reason, there's a photo of you in this pocketbook, and beneath it, a phone number. I assume it's your number.
Of course it is.
But you...
Are you watching? I'm only going to show you this once. Ready? Moon phone. Nice, isn't it? Had it custom made.
Can we look?
No, you can't look at it. The battery's perished. I haven't used it in several days.
But if your number is written down in the pocketbook, then anyone on the submarine could have called you, back when you still had battery.
They'd have the number, but how would they call me from the submarine? There's nothing resembling a phone or a radio hooked up in the control room.
Dirk wouldn't need to use the ship's phone. Much like you, he's got his own.
What's more, there were 2 outgoing calls to your number.
Oh, dear me, someone doesn't know how to clear their call record.
So, you admit it was Dirk who called you?
Absolutely not.
But we just...
It wasn't Dirk.
I'm willing to bet it was Mortuga.
Do you deny it?
No. I just need to be careful what I say next.
Well, with this in mind, I think I can say why you're here on the submarine. Mariana Moon brought something onto the submarine to give to Mortuga.
You brought something onto the submarine. What was it, Mariana?
I can't say. I made a deal with Mortuga, and I intend to stick to it. I can't talk about any of this.
We found this box in Mortuga's quarters. You don't happen to know how to open it, do you?
I can't say. Sorry.
Thus confirming that this is what you brought on board for Mortuga. Otherwise, you'd be free to talk about it.
Damn.
So, you're only on the submarine because Mortuga asked you to bring him this box. What did you get in return? Money?
The answer was right there in your question.
In return, Mortuga gave you access to the submarine.
Couldn't believe my luck. I'd been looking for the Mortuga submarine for some time, unsuccessfully, of course.
Why?
For a lifelong purveyor of local legends and urban folklore, this place is the Holy Grail.
So, I'm guessing you won't tell us what's in the box?
Correct. I shan't be doing that.
Or where it came from?
Or that. No. So don't even ask.
Actually, just by looking at it, I think we could work out where the box came from. We need a clue to compare with the black box. Something we can use to work out where it came from. This F emblem is the same as this F emblem, suggesting the box is from Fellow Manor.
That's what I get for diligently labeling my map, I see. Lovely.
Wait, so Mortuga called you up and asked you to get this box from Fellow Manor. What did he...
No, he didn't mention the box.
Then what...
He did ask me to go to Fellow Manor, but what he wanted was information.
Oh wait, why couldn't he go himself?
An excellent question. I'm still pondering that one myself.
So what kind of information did he ask you to get?
Can't tell you. Sorry.
But the information Mortuga wanted, whatever it was in the box.
I believe so.
How would you know? Did you open it?
She must have done.
And when you gave it to Mortuga, he must have opened it too, to check it had the information he wanted.
As I've said, I came on board the submarine via the foredeck, and Mortuga met me in the parlour. He took the box and told me to wait in the control room while he went down the hall into his cabin. So I waited in the control room. I was the only one in there, but,
What?
I could hear Mortuga opening the box.
How?
I've no idea. He was on the other side of the ship, but I could hear him quite clearly. although it was quite a thin sound, rather like it was coming through a telephone.
I wonder. We found this radio hidden in Mortuga's cabin. It's kind of busted. Seems to be turning on and off by itself.
So the radio was picking up the audio of Mortuga opening the box and transmitting it to the control room?
When I heard the sound, I did initially think it was coming from the control panel, but as I mentioned, it doesn't have any kind of radio. So, it's still a mystery.
Did you record the sound on your little pipe dictaphone?
Of course.
You did? But we listened through all the tracks on the tape and didn't hear anything like that.
Oh, really? I'm quite sure I made a recording of it.
Hang on. What kind of sound are we even talking about? The sound of someone opening a box? Mariana, how would you even know what you were hearing?
Oh, that's simple. It's because he was talking to someone while he opened it.
What?
Who?
I don't know. I could only hear Mortuga's voice. But he was definitely having a conversation.
Was he talking to himself?
I suppose it's possible.
What was he saying?
I don't really remember.
Ugh, thanks a lot. This has been frustrating from start to finish.
My pleasure. Oh?
Tell me, Dirk, have you ever been involved in the planning of a murder?
Bro, not cool. Why would you come right out and attack me like that? Hey, listen, why don't we just kill him? That helps both of us. Hey, listen, why don't we just kill him? That helps both of us. If he dies, we're both free, right?
So, who are you planning to kill, Dirk?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. I know that sounds mondo suspicious, but I just flat out can't say any more about it.
If you're not going to elaborate, we might just have to assume this is a recording of you planning to kill Magnus Mortuga.
Come on, man, that's way off. Why would I want to kill Mortuga? I admire the guy. He's fascinating. I came to the submarine to meet him, not murder him.
Hang on. I thought you only came to the submarine because you were tagging along with Worman.
I mean, yeah, it was Worman who wanted to come to Silkworm and, find the submarine, but I figured if I came with him, I could meet this real guy, the real Mortuga, for research.
Oh, wait, I'm falling behind. Dirk, why would you want to research Mortuga?
Magnus Mortuga was the original inspiration for Marcus Mordoom, who Dirk plays in the movie adaptation.
Right, so, look, I had this idea. I figured surely meeting the real Mortuga would help with my portrayal of Mordoom in the next movie. Like I said, research. You hear about actors doing that kind of thing, don't you?
So, that was your idea? Your own personal plan? To come with Worman to the submarine?
Yeah, but I don't like the way you phrased that. It sounds like you're leading up to something, or...
Yeah, I don't believe that's why you came here with Worman. In fact, I don't think it was your own idea at all. There's clearly a third party involved. Someone or something that we haven't mentioned yet. The movie producer asked Dirk to spy on J.D. Worman and report back.
It seems like you're basically here as an informant for the Wit and Whimsy production company. You know, those guys who pay your salary.
Spy on Worman? No way, you got it all wrong. Besides, how am I supposed to report back to Wit and Whimsy? They're hundreds of miles away, and we're floating out here in the middle of the ocean.
This is your cell phone, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't get any signal out here, not even standing on deck. It's quickly running out of battery, too.
No battery and no signal. What if I said you had a way around both of those problems? I think this weird ray gun looking thing is actually a custom antenna for your phone. I'd imagine it doubles as a battery charger too. Pretty convenient.
Bro, I don't know what you're basing this on. I mean, look, you plugged it in, but the battery still isn't charging, and I'm still not getting any network signal.
That's because the custom antenna thing is broken.
Oh, for real? Oh, man, it doesn't look broken.
I'm pretty sure it got waterlogged after someone dumped it in the bilge water.
That's where it was? No wonder I couldn't find it. I mean... Okay, whatever, you got me. Consider me fully got.
You know, this thing doesn't look like any kind of retail model. More like a one-off bit of custom engineering.
I'm guessing the production company issued it to Dirk specifically for this journey. Probably when they realized he'd be out in the ocean and might need some help getting a phone signal.
Yeah, so Mr. Vanderpeer really didn't want me going off-grid, so he set me up with a way to turn my cell phone into a kind of heavy-duty satellite phone.
And what did Mr. Vanderpeer want you to keep him informed about, exactly?
Dirk doesn't have to admit to anything else. All the evidence we need is right here.
There's a handful of outgoing messages from you to Vincent Vanderpeer. Specifically, they're all updates on Worman's progress with his novel.
Look, the studio was worried Worman was just going to disappear without ever finishing the book. So they sent me to keep an eye on him, maybe even steer him in the right direction a little bit.
The right direction, in terms of the story.
Yeah, so the movie studio has this grand plan. They want to make 3 more Marcus Mordoom movies, at least. And so they really need Worman to have his books play out to support that plan.
3 more movies, huh? Sounds like quite a commitment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. It would take years.
Interesting. I think we may have finally looped back around to the question at hand. Let's listen to this again, shall we?
Hey, listen, why don't we just kill him? Now, that helps both of us. If he dies, we're both free, right? Come on, I know you don't have any better ideas.
Dirk, I think I finally worked out who you wanted to kill. Marcus Mordoom, the fictional character. The person you're talking to in the recording must be Worman. You're suggesting he should kill off the Mordoom character in his next book.
Hey, come on, dude.
Do you deny it?
Why would I want to kill off Mordoom? That's my character, my job.
You want to be free to take other acting jobs instead.
Let's take a look at the cell phone one more time.
There's an email in here offering you a big role in an upcoming movie, and another email from your agent reminding you that you're not free to take it, and won't be for several years. From what I gather, you signed a pretty lousy contract with Wit and Whimsy, and now you...
Okay, hang on, sorry, but how would you know anything about my contract?
Well, I don't know the fine details, but I did get a general sense of it. It seems to me like your co-star soaked up most of the budget for the movie, and you ended up with a bad deal.
Possibly because you were too keen to sign whatever contract they gave you. Possibly just because you didn't have much negotiating power, since you weren't famous yet.
You know, a little from column A, a little from column B.
You said yourself the studio wanted to make at least 3 more Marcus Mordoom movies. So you're stuck in that lousy contract for several years, unless you can somehow ensure the next movie is the last one.
So, if Worman kills off the character in the books, that would stop the studio making more movies? I'm not convinced that would actually work, but okay.
The point is, now that I'm a known actor, I could be making more money with a different studio. A lot more. But I can't let it get out that I wanted the Mordoom character to be killed off. Everyone's gonna take it the wrong way. They'll call me greedy and ungrateful. Look, you gotta understand, killing off Mordoom isn't just about me. I was also trying to help Worman. He's been looking for a way out too.
A way out?
He's not enjoying writing the books anymore. The whole thing became just this awful burden. I'm sure he'd be happier if he could just be done with it. Hey, besides, maybe killing the main character would actually make for an interesting story. Did you ever consider that? Huh?
Zephyr, can you tell us more about the work you do as a dream doctor? I'm looking for specifics here.
I've told you all I think you could understand. To be blunt, it's not a line of inquiry that should concern you. That is to say, my experiments have no connection with the murder.
You say that, but we found something at the crime scene that we think belongs to you. Specifically, something we think is related to your little dream experiments.
That has nothing to do with my research. What makes you so sure it even belongs to me?
The smell. According to Mariana Moon, the liquid from the bottle is seawater mixed with 3 particular herbs.
Mariana Moon's sense of smell knows no bounds, but I fail to see how this information connects it to me.
The liquid in your Hex bottle has the exact same 4 ingredients.
Irrelevant. The Hex bottle isn't anything to do with my dream experiments either.
So what is it? What's in the bottle?
The Hex bottle contains a sea creature, and it's asleep.
A sea creature?
A sextopus.
Sally, we've been over this. That's not what they're called.
I saw the opportunity, and I took it.
A sea creature?
A hexapus. It's not called a hex bottle because there's a magic spell inside. It's called a hex bottle because there's a sleeping hexapus inside.
His name is Hex. I've had him since I was a young boy.
Not to be rude, but that must have been quite some time ago. A normal octopus would live only a couple years, wouldn't it?
Hex is a singular specimen with a number of special properties.
Do you ever let him out of that little bottle?
Of course I do. Hex swims freely in the ocean at night, and during the day he returns to me and sleeps in the bottle.
So he's asleep right now.
I knew he was related to your dream experiments.
Who said anything about dreams?
Nobody. But just looking at him, I think I know one of Hex's special properties, and it would explain why you'd be interested in the first place.
Pure subconscious projection, unmarred by the insecurities of the waking mind.
That's pretty cool. I can see why you became a dream scientist.
So the hex bottle was the original, and then you made the dream helmet more recently.
They are two distinct objects. There is no such connection.
No.
Right. The dream helmet's clearly just a scaled-up version of the hex bottle, specifically scaled up to human size. We heard Mortuga was experiencing a particular recurring dream. I think he was your test subject.
So, Mortuga wears the dream helmet and lays on your weird chair thing, and then you give him some of the moon potion to help him sleep?
And as he dreams, the dream helmet collects the spirit energy and sends it to... This antenna wirelessly transmits to this antenna, and the fog ball receives the dream energy.
Do not think I cannot hear your mocking tone. It may surprise you to learn that I have indeed had some success in this area. I did once successfully filter something into the fog ball, and I witnessed a face inside the glass, however briefly.
A face?
No doubt the visage of someone from beyond the veil. Unfortunately, I have been unable to consistently replicate it.
Did you make a record of it?
I thought I did, but I can't remember where. There it is, irrefutable evidence.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Zephyr, but, the fog ball was designed to show that exact face.
What do you mean? What's the connection? What causes the face to appear?
A certain voice. The fog ball's designed to show the face when it hears Sim's voice. That's how the original trick worked anyway. See how in the photograph she's talking to it through the telephone?
I demand that we test this theory. Send for symmetry at once.
Wait, we don't have to.
Stargazing girl stares into the ink-black void. Upon her trembling lips.
We have a recording of Sim's voice right here.
The stargazing girl stares into the ink-black void. Upon her trembling lips, a question born.
I don't say this to be cruel, but it seems like your dream experiments are, inconclusive.
I'm just glad to have some clarity about what they actually are. And as far as I can tell, it all seems pretty harmless.
Right, and the moon potion.
As you said, merely an herbal tincture.
But then why was it found at the crime scene?
That I do not know.
Do you know if Mortuga had any on him? Did he ever borrow a bottle from you?
It's a possibility.
This is the correct clue, but we need to choose the right part.
If Mortuga had the dropper, I'm assuming he had the rest of the moon vial somewhere nearby.
Curious. Where exactly did you find this?
It was on his desk, in the captain's cabin.
And yet, the moon vial was discovered at the scene of the crime, 1 floor below.
So, Hex actually shows his thoughts on his skin?
Yeah, it's incredible. Hey, what if we got him to think about something else? Symmetry, you were in the Illusion Theater with Mortuga the evening before he died.
I concede! I am laid bare!
Anyway, there was some talk of Mortuga being killed by a curse. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Grimoire.
What? She's the resident curse expert.
It is entirely possible that the captain was set upon by a curse.
See? I knew she'd know about this.
Let's just stick to the facts, shall we? Sim, if you were in the Illusion Theater with Mortuga, what were you actually doing in there? A performance.
Like a magic act?
A foolish act. A callous indulgence through and through.
I don't understand. Did it go wrong?
I performed it perfectly.
Then what's the problem? She's gone quiet.
It's okay, we don't need to force it out of her. It's a poster for a magic act, or a rough layout for a poster anyway.
Oh, we found something else too.
Sweet sister inanimate, I implore you, leave her be. Her hands are clean.
The doll is a prop used in magic tricks.
What kind of magic trick would need a life-size doll?
Any trick where you need a double, obviously. This is the right clue, but let's be specific. Your magic act, Lady of the Looking Glass. I don't claim to know exactly how it works, but as far as I can tell, you put the doll behind some kind of special mirror, and it acts as an identical double.
Lady of the Looking Glass is a thing of the past. I am no longer able to perform it.
Because you don't have the special mirror.
You misunderstand. I shall never again perform this trick.
But why not?
Oh. Because Sim and her doll are no longer identical.
Sweet sister stays ever a fresh-faced child. No such fate is writ for me.
So you can't use the doll at all anymore?
The doll could still work as a double for symmetry if the audience was really far away. Almost. But maybe just change one thing. The doll could still work as a double for symmetry if the audience was really far away. Almost. But maybe just... Symmetry could still work as a double for the doll if the audience was really far away. That's not right. The doll could still work as a double for Lady of the Looking Glass if the audience was really far away. That's not right either. The doll could still work as a double for symmetry if the trick was done in the dark. Almost. But maybe... The doll could still work as a double for symmetry if it was facing away from the audience.
Facing away? Oh, like the sketch on the poster.
Right.
I wonder why she needed a double, though. This isn't a mirror trick like before.
It would help if we knew more about the trick itself.
True. We don't even know what it's called.
The Stargazing Girl. Says it right there.
Besmirched by my own penmanship. Truly the folly of man.
Why would the title be written on the sailcloth?
I'm pretty sure she used it during the magic act. She draped it over the cauldron.
It's not like that in the original sketch. See, in the drawing, the cauldron's uncovered.
Mortuga asked her to keep the cauldron covered up.
Before the captain assented to me using that room, he'd been using it for storage. When I was first let inside, the sailcloth was indeed draped over the cauldron. I hadn't realized he did not wish me to remove it. When he saw my design for the poster, he had but one request. Symmetry, all I ask is that you keep the sailcloth on the cauldron.
And given that you had to keep it, you made use of it as a kind of banner.
So what's the Stargazing Girl about? What happens in it?
I do not wish to speak on it.
No? Well, we actually know quite a bit about it already.
what may not be. The void, unyielding to the girl's plight, stares back. It speaks.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
Oh! How can this be?
Mariana Moon was in the bilge at the time. I guess the sound traveled down through the open vent.
Her pipe is a dictaphone.
Dang.
So the first voice belongs to Sim, and then there's a second voice, a woman's voice.
It's someone else entirely.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the...
This film matches up to the audio from the pipe recording.
And see how in the poster there's a little Grim Reaper guy? That's the person from the film.
I am undone.
Hang on. Why does Sim have a film of a Grim Reaper character? Where'd it come from?
It's a scene from Dirk's movie.
Oh yeah, good catch.
Okay, so Sim put the projector into the doll, and it projected onto the circular window at the back of the room.
If the doll was sitting on the cauldron, where was the real Sim? The cabinet to the side? I don't get why she couldn't just sit in the cauldron herself.
Listen to the end of the recording again.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
Right at the end, it sounds like something falls onto the floor. Something solid. The doll's head. The whole thing culminates with the cloaked figure swinging the scythe. Sim screams, pulls a string, and the doll is decapitated.
Oh, geez, that's kinda dark.
I lay awake that night, eyes wide with regret, able to bear it no longer. The decision was made. I would tear it all down, the whole misbegotten affair.
So that's why you went back to the Illusion Theater.
And that's when you found Mortuga.
The image of his lifeless form. It filled me with the great thunderous guilt.
But why? You think you might have actually caused Mortuga's death, somehow?
I know not the manner of Magnus Mortuga's death, but I do know this. The night of the stargazing girl, it was his last.
So, even if his death was unrelated, you feel bad that your trick was one of the last things he ever saw.
When we began, you implied that I laid a curse upon him, and I say this. Maybe I did.
It's a pinboard. was right.
I'm impressed. Nothing happened.
What were you expecting?
Normally, when we complete a puzzle, something unlocks and we get a new clue.
Yeah, we've been conditioned to expect that.
If it's a clue you want, take a look on the back of the pinboard.
What's this?
There's something suspicious about Tadpole.
Let's go talk to her.
Tadpole, what would you say your relationship with Mortuga was like?
We got on great. Where's this going?
Did you ever disagree with him? Argue with him?
Nope. Let's get to the point, hmm?
Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya. I cannot.
But why'd you even need?
I've told you before.
No, you haven't. All you've ever told me is that you...
I'd like to request that you return to your room. I have something I must attend to.
Someone sneaking around recording me with a dictaphone?
Seems like it.
It may have been recorded without permission, but it's still a record of a conversation you had with Mortuga. It sounds like you're trying to get something from him. Some kind of object he was keeping from you?
An object? Nope.
So then what were you talking about?
I don't want to tell you. You'll take it the wrong way.
It's just, you were seen rummaging through Mortuga's bookcase. The one in this cabin.
Someone sneaking around watching me rummage through bookcases?
I thought maybe you were looking for this.
Ah, nope. That all you got?
I mean, it would neatly explain what that argument was about.
Not an argument.
And obviously I noticed that there's a dried blood stain on the front of the book.
Nosebleed. Very common among divers.
Oh, really? I assumed it was Mortuga's book because of the MM initials
Nope,
on the...
it's nothing to do with him. It's just some old book. It's not important.
Now that's not quite true, is it? It's not even a book. It opens up into a little box.
Mental note. Don't tell your birth date to Dirk Dansom.
Well, even if you didn't take the book from Mortuga, there's something in there I wanted to ask you about. Do you know who this is?
Sure, Tanya. Says it right there on the back.
We heard you used to be a rescue diver.
Mental note. Don't share any personal information with Dirk Dansom.
Hey, they spelled your name wrong. It says Tapdole. Oh, unless...
Yeah, that's my real surname. Tadpole begun as a stage name, but now I just wear it as my name.
Right, sorry. Makes sense. A stage name, huh?
So the book contains photos of these 3 women, one of whom we've established is you, Tadpole, since it has your old name written on the back.
What of it?
It probably means the book didn't originally belong to you.
Right. Why would you have a record of yourself?
I told you, it's nothing to do with Mortuga.
So who does it belong to?
Nobody.
We need a clue to compare with the pocketbook. Something to suggest who the original owner was. The scratch on the cover is an engraving of the WW initials because it was made by Waylon Wolfe.
So the man in this photo, Waylon Wolf, we think was the head of some kind of traveling show. A group that you, Tadpole, used to be a member of.
Hey, look at that. I'm actually impressed.
Presumably, the pocketbook is where he kept records of the various people he had dealings with. Tanya Tadpole, Mariana Moon, Baroness Fortuna.
The first two we know about. But what about Fortuna? What does she have to do with Wolf?
Baroness Fortuna owns the Fortuna Hall Theater in Silkworm-on-Sea. We actually passed it on the way to the Stonetop Inn. It's all boarded up now. Perhaps Wolf's traveling performers came through Silkworm-on-Sea at one point, and perhaps some of them never left. It might be why Madame Tadpole's in this part of the world in the first place.
So, if the pocketbook originally belonged to Waylon Wolf, Tadpole, how did you end up with it?
I took it from him. I assure you, he doesn't need it anymore.
So, it really doesn't have anything to do with Mortuga.
But in that case, what was that argument about?
Not an argument.
Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya. I cannot.
But why'd you even need to?
I've told you before.
No, you haven't. All you've ever told me is that you're...
Right, fine, I'll tell you. But you better not get all excited. I was trying to convince him to leave the submarine and give up the captaincy to me.
What?
Not because I wanted to be captain, but because I could tell Magnus didn't. I believe his tenure on board the submarine was some kind of self-imposed punishment. But I thought maybe he'd suffered enough. Maybe he deserved another shot at...
At what?
At whatever it is he actually wanted.
It's Worman's typewriter. There's something suspicious about Cynthia.
Let's go talk to her.
There's something strange about this typewriter.
Did you notice the weird mechanism on the back? That was right.
I'm impressed.
The little hatch opened.
What's this? The letter? How come the keys are all messed up on your typewriter?
It's old. Sometimes they fall off. I guess I don't always put them back in the right place.
And, what have you typed on that page?
I'm taking another swing at a story outline for my next book.
I can't make it out. It's some kind of weird grid.
Cross-writing. Look it up. People used to do it all the time.
What about these brass panels on the back?
This one's my father's emblem, Mayor Dusk. That's why it looks like a D. And this is the governor's emblem, Governor Fellow. So that one's an F. Ah, yes. Godric's little mascot sidekick thing.
It's a wooden stick.
With a face.
To you, to him, it may be a wooden stick of great thunderous importance. You never found yourself attached to an inanimate object? Something that gained special meaning?
Well, I did used to have this hat.
There we go. We're all guilty of it. It's mine, as you are well aware, seeing as how you just fished it out of the back of my typewriter. That's right, I was watching. I don't disappear when you stop talking to me, you know.
The envelope's addressed to you, but it says, Dear James at the top of the letter.
Congratulations, you've sussed out what the J in my name stands for. If that's the height of your investigative prowess, we're all in trouble.
It's signed by someone named T.W. Ibis.
Another astute observation. You know, of all the detectives I've met, you two really are the most recent.
Grimoire, he's being mean to us.
I noticed.
There's something suspicious about Worman.
Worman, you're from Silkworm-on-Sea, is that right?
So technically no. My father and I moved there when I was very young. But for all intents and purposes, let's say yes. Why not?
And you first worked as a newspaper journalist, but then moved away to be an author?
I literally left my small town to go make it in the big city. It's so banal. I'm not a man, I'm a walking cliché.
But then, right as your writing career was peaking, you came back. And now you're here on Mortuga's submarine.
Remind me why you're here again.
2 words. Writing retreat. I've been trying to write this accursed book, but I couldn't focus with my publisher breathing down my neck. That kind of pressure is not conducive to one's creative process.
Surely there is something specific that made you come back to the town and seek out the submarine.
Something specific?
So you got this letter from someone called T.W. Ibis, who says...
Ibis? Never heard of him.
Oh, it's a him.
T.W. Ibis is Worman's old boss.
And, what gives you that idea? Oh, look at you guys doing a little investigative journalism of your own, huh?
So this Ibis guy, this is someone you really looked up to, like a mentor.
Steady now. He was just my boss. Let's not get all schmaltzy with this.
For T.W. Ibis, who imparted upon me what it is to love the art of writing.
I'm aware of what it says, all right? Can we just settle down?
Guys, there's something bothering me. The letter has a diagram on the back showing you how, when, and where to find the Mortuga submarine.
Of course. How else do you think I managed to find it? Magnus Mortuga's submarine is the stuff of urban myth. It's not exactly public knowledge.
But that's my problem. How would Ibis know about it? He's not on board, is he?
No, and as far as I know, he never was. He's not even living in the town anymore.
But then how...
Yeah, no, I have no idea. FYI, I've officially decided not to worry about it.
Looking at the actual letter, he first insults your integrity as an author, and then presents a solution, basically offering you the chance to get onto the submarine and find Mortuga yourself.
A chance to meet Mortuga. So that's what convinced you to come back here. J.D. Worman needed to steal Mortuga's real-life story to use as the plot for his next book.
I noticed you went straight for my sense of self-worth there.
The main character of your book, Marcus Mordoom, he's based on Mortuga, isn't he?
Loosely inspired by. That's an important legal distinction.
And you're currently in the process of writing a sequel.
I've said as much.
And how's that going?
Look, I don't plan on stealing Mortuga's real-life story any more than I have already. I assure you, I am working on my own book, on my own terms, with my own ideas.
But you came back to...
Other than the fact that I happen to be on his submarine, do you have any evidence that I'm stealing Mortuga's real story for my next book?
There's a piece of paper in this bottle with something written on it. In fact, it's a little typed story that details the circumstances of Mortuga's real-life, death.
A story? I don't know. It reads more like an arcane incantation. Why don't you ask Symmetry about it, or Zephyr? Just look at that symbol. What is that? Some kind of sacred geometry? Really not my wheelhouse at all.
It's a drawing of a room on the submarine. It's a diagram of the crime scene. There's the window, the cauldron, and Mortuga's body laying on the ground.
Where did you find this bottle?
Madame Tadpole had it. She found it floating in the ocean.
Sealed in a bottle and found in the ocean, but you think I typed it.
The piece of paper in the bottle matches the paper you use in your typewriter, which also matches the sheets from the command contract, and we know these were typed on your typewriter because you told us.
Well, you've really done your homework, kids. I'm impressed.
You admit you typed the story?
It's not a story, it's just record keeping. After Mortuga died, I thought someone should write an account of what happened.
Nice try. But just looking at it, I can tell it's supposed to be a plan for your next novel. We need a clue to compare with the message in the bottle. Something to prove it's a story outline for Worman's next novel. Curse in the Cauldron title is drawn in the same style as the Hex of the Helmsman title because it's a plan for the next book.
Oh, now you're using graphic design against me, a little below the belt, don't you think?
It really does seem like you took the events of Mortuga's death and turned them into a story outline for your book.
Yeah, all right, don't lecture me. I'm not exactly proud of it. I'm fully aware that this is, murky moral ground.
Why was it in a bottle in the ocean?
As soon as I typed it, I regretted it. Stealing Mortuga's story all over again? For what? Just some book? I wanted to destroy it, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. So instead, I sealed it in a bottle and threw it into the ocean. It goes without saying that I never expected it to make its way back onto the submarine.
So what are you going to do now?
You know what I'd like to do? Give up. Call my publisher, tell her I tried, but I quit. I'm not going to write the book.
Why don't you?
It's just not that simple. There's a lot of money riding on this, people's jobs. Throwing in the towel now would be pretty selfish.
And you already tried coming up with your own ideas for the story?
Tried and failed. Repeatedly. I've come to the conclusion that I must have just got lucky the first time and that I'm not actually any good at this. It's funny, I'd already decided that Mordoom was going to be killed off. That was the one idea I'd actually had. But I couldn't think of an interesting way for him to go. What's the hook? What's the setup? And then Magnus Mortuga is killed. Tragic, obviously, but at the same time, it was perfect. The locked room, the empty cauldron. I couldn't resist it.
Wait, Mormon, I had a question.
Another one?
You'd not met Mortuga before you arrived here in the submarine, is that right?
Yeah, never met him. That's why the offer in the letter was so tempting.
Right. But then where'd you get the information about him to inspire your first book?
The first one? Oh, I just asked my father.
Your father knew Mortuga? You never mentioned that.
He didn't, but they had a mutual friend.
Cynthia, you became captain after Mortuga died?
Yep. It's just the way it's meant to be.
Just the way it's meant to be. Right. We got it.
But, there was something you used to claim the captaincy? A document?
Correct.
Okay, but you have to admit, the wording on this thing is kind of vague. It doesn't actually say, "Hi everyone, Mortuga here. Cynthia gets to be captain if I die."
Let's review, shall we? This contract represents an agreement between the two individuals in contention over the ownership and command of the Mortuga submarine.
The two individuals. That's you and Mortuga?
Indeed.
But you're not actually named, by name.
If I may continue. For their own safety and privacy, these two people shall only be referred to as Party A and Party B. See? Mortuga was quite a private person. He was just being considerate.
You call it considerate. I call it convenient.
So Mortuga is Party A.
Correct. Previously, Party A has been considered the legal owner of the Mortuga submarine, and thus its rightful commander. He's clearly talking about himself. It's the Mortuga submarine, after all, and he was the commander. However, a recent development has exposed that Party B is in fact the legal owner of this vessel.
Party B. That's you.
Affirmative.
A recent development. There's more of that deliberately vague wording.
I have a question. When exactly did Mortuga write this contract?
When exactly? I don't actually know.
You don't know when he wrote it?
Well, it must have been sometime after I came aboard the submarine. I assume it was after I presented my case to him.
Cynthia might not know, but we actually have some insight on this. For one, we know how the contract was written. How it was actually created, I mean. It was typed on Worman's typewriter, so it was made sometime after Worman arrived.
And Worman and Dirk arrived after I did, so this gets me off the hook.
Try not to sound too relieved, but yeah, this does seem to confirm it. So, my next question is this. When did you sign the contract?
A little while ago? Some amount of time ago?
If this conversation gets any more vague, I'm going to cry. Was it a day before the murder? A week?
Surely it was at some point before the murder. Otherwise...
I think it might be time to make an accusation. Cynthia Seafoam signed the contract after Mortuga's murder and forged Mortuga's signature.
Ah! Such a rude accusation! So rude! I assure you that is Mortuga's exact signature. Do you have any evidence that it's been forged?
We have evidence in the form of a clue. The captain's log. It's basically a stack of cards printed out by the submarine's control panel. Each little card has a space for the captain to sign, and the most recent card is signed by you, Cynthia. All the rest are signed by Mortuga. Well, sort of. Mortuga's signature on the contract is an exact match of Mortuga's signature on this card, but it doesn't match any of the other cards.
Yeah, it's a perfect match. What's the problem?
The perfect match is the problem. You were too accurate. If you'd done a worse job, you might have gotten away with it.
What do you mean?
If you look through the cards, Mortuga never signs his name the same way twice.
But the signature on the contract matches one of them exactly, which seems to be proof that you copied it, or traced it, or whatever it was.
Oh, whoops. Didn't notice that. I thought it was his signature. Why doesn't he have a signature?
So, if Cynthia forged the signature, that means Mortuga had the contract typed up, but then never signed it?
Right after Mortuga was killed, I went looking to see if he'd written a will. That's when I found it, laying inside the little hatch in the control panel. I grabbed it and hurried back to my room to read it. After reading it, I could come to only one conclusion, that he wrote it about me, but never got a chance to show it to me.
Remind me why you were so sure it was written about you?
A recent development has exposed that Party B is in fact the legal owner of this vessel.
You're really the legal owner of the Mortuga submarine?
It was originally the Seafoam submarine. This is the correct clue, but we need to choose the right.
This was back when it was still being built.
The Seafoam submarine was never completed. We got close, and then we stopped. It lay rusting in the shipyard for some time. Mortuga would eventually purchase it from my father. At which point it was altered, completed, and renamed the Mortuga submarine.
Altered?
Yeah, the blueprints from my mother's original design. But as I said, that version was never completed. I've been trying to update it to show how the submarine looks now. The design changed a bit after Mortuga bought it.
Wait, if Mortuga bought it, then he did own it.
It wasn't a legitimate purchase. It wasn't my father's to sell.
So, the recent development mentioned in the contract, that was
me, informing Mortuga that his ownership of the submarine was based on an illegitimate purchase. My intention was to refund his payment and undo the transaction, placing the submarine back into my ownership.
Wow, I bet he loved that.
Refund the payment? You tried to give him his money back?
Not money, something else. The deeds to the Stonetop Inn, originally owned by the Stonetop family until it was passed into the ownership of Magnus Mortuga. And then... This is the right clue, but let's be specific.
The deeds passed from Mortuga to Donovan Drummond, Cynthia's stepfather.
So that's how Mortuga paid for the submarine. He sold his house, basically.
I came aboard with the intention of giving the Stonetop Inn back to Mortuga in exchange for my mother's submarine. And that's exactly what I did.
But did Mortuga actually accept your offer?
When I first made the proposal, he didn't give me an answer either way. He looked at the inn deeds very closely, read the whole thing, front and back. Then he handed them back and told me he'd need some time. Before I heard anything else about it, he was killed. Obviously, I thought I'd never find out what his decision was, but then I found the command contract. It seemed like he decided to accept my proposal after all, and just not had a chance to tell me.
I think it's finally time to make our report to Cynthia.
She'll be thrilled.
Hey, do you have a minute? We're, ready to make our report.
What's wrong?
I appreciate your hard work. Truly. However, I think it's time you left.
What?
We didn't even tell you what we found.
People are starting to accuse each other. I don't like it.
So you're giving up? You're not gonna see this through?
Sorry, but I just think... maybe...
What? That's just the way it's meant to be?
I need to go. Everyone's gathering in the mess hall. I'll resurface the submarine, and you can leave via the foredeck.
I guess we'd better go.
She can't be serious. I really don't appreciate being kicked out. She didn't even pay us.
We can worry about that later. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're currently stranded out here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, so how is Cynthia expecting us to leave the submarine?
It's the rowing boat.
Oh, wait, you don't think... Did Cynthia really think we'd use that boat? Or did she just forget to take the submarine back to town?
I don't know.
She seemed really off. Did something happen?
I think she's just getting scared.
Scared of what? Exposing a murderer?
Of the truth. Of facing the truth and all the consequences of it. Whatever they end up being.
We're not really going to leave, are we?
No, we're not done. Not yet.
But what do we do?
Remember what Cynthia said? Everyone's gathering in the mess hall. Seems like something of an opportunity.
Aha. Not just that, but we're back on the surface too.
We sure are.
So, what are we waiting for?